Welcome, one and all, ladies and gentlemen of all shapes and sizes, to another fantastic Friday Night Fights. I am one of your co-casters for the night, Corridin, aka Corridad, joined by none other than AF Dr. Fish. Dr. Fish, how you doing tonight, my friend?
Man, I'm doing fantastic, my friend.
That is great to hear. And none other than the caster extraordinaire, the nicest person in all of THL, Saku on Op. Saku, how you doing, my good buddy?
Well, I'm doing all right, man. I got a couple mini eggs that I got to jam on, and then some Tim Horton Timbits, and then a glass of orange juice, and then I'm set to op this B to the arch.
Where'd you find mini eggs?
Bulk burn, bro.
This guy with the bulk burn. That's smart. All right. Well, I hope you got yourself a heaping because we are in for a long one tonight.
Got to keep my energy up.
Good, yeah. Keep that sugar up, right? You really need it. I myself am just going for a classic G Fuel because I have a 4-month-old and he keeps us up. So
perfect.
But all right, into the action for the night. we have, starting us off right off the bat, a Wild Series match. We've got Dr. McButt, or Doc McButt, coming out of the Crab Riders. For Mancrick's Revenge, we've got Lefty 2111. Then, right after that wild match, we are starting Battleground Finals. We have a 2-week finals starting tonight. We've got Lemurs with Lee and Mr. Incredible. Concede Your Match with Lolnenko and the letter W. F2L Silver with Lemur and Itachi. And Bob's Bounty Hunters with Andrasti and Jump Float. And think we had a cancellation. We were supposed to have a hero match with Legacy and Ron, or Isocles and Ron, but unfortunately some stuff came up and won't be able to get that one there. So a little shorter, that's okay. Maybe the Battlegrounds runs a little longer and we'll see something that way. But Fish, you are our wild person for the night because I'm not, definitely. Why don't you walk us through these decks a little bit?
Sure. Who do you want me to start with?
You with Saku, who do you got up, bud?
Lefty. So
Lefties. Lefty decks. All right. So Lefty has brought Warrior, Druid, Warlock, Mage. His Odd Warrior has been banned, so we will not worry about that deck. He has brought Taunt Druid with Hadronox, obvious. The Hadronox Undertaker. It looks like he's also running one copy of Astral Tiger. This deck is a deck that ends up being able to kind of go infinite. It runs, it's actually running a Skulking Geist tech. There's quite a lot of Skulking Geist tech here out of Lefty. I am not 100% sure what it's for. Might be for, I'll have to look at Doc McButt's deck to see see the reason for triple Skulking Geist. We've got a Reno Lock. Reno Lock's a pretty, unless it's pretty common. I see a Morshan Watch Post, which is a bit uncommon. And Skulking Geist, and it looks like there's no Willow, no Ticketus, so it's not teched for Reno. It's not really teched for that Reno for a possible Raza Priest with that matchup. And then we have an LPG Mage, a heavier set LPG Mage running all 3 of the Alex Strazas.
I love me some Alex, bud. Got to get all the Alex.
It's running OG, Lifebinder, and the DQA.
There's nothing like it. That's great.
That's awesome. It's pretty cool looking deck. And it's one of the most expensive decks.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the legendaries on the top end here are crazy. Just as you were saying, the Skulking Geist, I was looking at Doc McButt's list, and he actually, pretty good bring from Lefty.
You know what? It's for Jade Druid.
Yeah, we see the Jade Druid on the other side of Doc McButt. So Doc McButt playing as the Anything Can Happen Paladin, the Jade Druid, bringing the Big Priest, which was banned, and bringing a, Elemental Reno.
Highlander. It's a Highlander Shaman, I'd call
with
it.
No Reno.
There's no Reno.
Yeah, so just a Highlander.
So it's very interesting.
Shaman.
Yeah, it's
okay.
It looks like a deck that is trying to do a whole lot of stuff. There's not really a specified focus. There is a lot of elemental synergies, but there's also a Murloc synergy, and it just I'm wondering if this deck might be trying to do a little too much, but we'll see. The Jade Druid is the target deck of Lefty, where he's trying to make sure this Jade Druid can't get through. So he gets rid of the big priest, which does well into pretty much everything that Lefty has brought, because it does really well against a lot of things. Maybe the Taunt Druid would be able to beat the big priest.
Yeah, they both can go pretty infinite and have total threats. But the interesting thing I think about the Shaman deck is that Corrupt the Waters. As you run through the list...
it's a Quest Shaman. Okay.
Yeah, it's a Quest Shaman. So everything actually has a battle cry. So you're going to see like Siamat, you're going to see Kalamos, I won't say Kaligos, Kalamos, Zephyrs, Kazakis. There's a lot of high-value battle cries that are in this deck.
Very low to the ground deck, too. There's a lot of ones, a lot of twos.
It's so easy to proc. You've got Armor Vendor, Firefly, Kindling Elemental, like Toxfin for poisonous. You got Crab Rider, which is actually now a battle cry. So
yeah, the cool thing about the Crab Rider becoming a battle cry is pretty good for this deck.
Right.
Overall, maybe not the best. Toxfin's great because it works with Firemancer Flurgle. which is
Oh, that's
something
very interesting.
something that's teched in against
Wow.
against board centric decks.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that's wow.
and I mean the Reno Warlock does have a lot of board presence. The LPG Mage is also looking for board presence. It's pretty much just going to be a one-time clear, though. Most wild decks have easy ways to deal with a 3 health minion. I mean, if it gets buffed up by something like it doesn't look like they're running the health gaining, not running Seer, Cold Light Seer, but is running, I guess, just a couple of things that give health with the Rock Pool, Hunter. So yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Some of these decks are a bit like, I'd say, not super meta right now, but they're definitely decks that work.
That's all right. We don't need meta. You just need something that you're working, you're comfortable with. And Doc McButt is definitely looking for that first win. So,
yep.
I think we're just about ready to get into it.
I was just about to interrupt. Yeah. So they're ready to go. For our viewers, we got Doc McButt. That's going to be first to spectate at the bottom of the screen, and we got Lefty 2-1-1-1 at the top of your screen. So
awesome.
I will tell these guys to gets to stepping. And we will start broadcasting.
So with that heavy, I guess, after J Druid getting with the Skulking Geysir Feast, do you think that Doc McButt saves the Druid for like, okay, I'm just going to save it until I have to get it through? Or do you think he's just going to try and fire right out the gates and maybe he misses the Skulking Geist out of the Warrior, for instance, or something like that? But actually, that was banned, so that's a lie. He can't do that.
it actually, I'm very.
So every deck he actually is gonna.
I'd lean for a Paladin lead here. Paladin, you're either leading Paladin and hiding the Druid, or pulling the Druid out early and seeing if you can sneak a win.
So then I wonder on lefty side if you expect to see that like the aggro Paladin deck. Do you force this Warlock, which looks like it has all the clear in the world?
Yeah, you probably want to be playing Reno. Like, I think the Anyfin Paladin's gonna get through, have a decent time getting through the Mage. So you're probably gonna see Druid or Warlock coming out from lefty to start. The LPG Mage, it probably stands a better chance against the Druid because that deck itself can do some pretty ridiculous things with one mana thing. So let's see if they're in the game yet. They are. So let's see what decks they've brought out first.
We are going in.
You asked for it.
I will fight with honor.
All right, so off the bat, you are correct. It does look like Doc McButt wants to just fire out with that aggressive style of Murloc. Anything can happen deck. Lefty coming out with that Luna's Pocket Galaxy, or LPG Mage, as you've been saying, with the triple Alex at the top end there. So I expect that, we do run one copy of Ice Block. So if we find it, one Flame Ward. But really outside of that, we've got the one Hungry Crab, so the defensive tools are going to be pretty strong here for Lefty. He's going to have to find something that just keeps him alive for the early aggression that Doc McButt is just looking to put out. Oh, right. I have a coin floating on my screen. That's cool. Oh, fancy.
Yeah, I'm going to have Spectator Bug. Yeah.
It sets you up for a new monitor.
Oh, geez. Everything exploded for me as well.
Yeah, I noticed right off the bat when I was spectating that the mulligan had gone poorly.
That's all right. All right. We are back in.
I was going to say, you guys didn't miss much.
Yeah.
I looked and we definitely haven't missed much. We've missed a ping, it looks like, from Lefty with some draws.
Got him.
Has Reno the Relicologist Geist. The Geist is going to not be great in this matchup because there is no real spells. Now it has to consider whether to use the Hungry Crab here or something else. Oh, there is a Cold Light Seer in the deck, and oh, this is the other deck, not the Shaman deck. Gonna use the early Hungry Crab here, remove the Crab Rider.
By the holy
Any
light.
fin has been drawn. Let's go.
Thank you.
So Doc weighing options here. It might be good just to wait. Because Mage itself isn't going to do a whole lot. This isn't a secret variant of the deck. It runs just Flame Ward and Ice Block. A lot of the Reno Mage lists are really going heavy on really going heavy towards secrets and tempo, but this deck is definitely way less aggressive. Does end up losing the Flame Ward as well, so off of playing Book of Specters. Picking up Ziliax and what looks like Varden Dawn Grasp.
Oh, I keep getting just kicked right out of spectating.
Oh man,
I'm gonna restart real quick. So
all right, man, I can keep it. We've got
vamp it up, bud.
Yeah, I mean this is clearable. You would have to put the Bluegill and the Crab Rider in, into this 3/4 Hungry Crab, which is now dealt 2 rounds of damage, if I'm not mistaken. In Lefty's in a decent spot, gonna be able to actually just throw down a Ziliax next turn and create a pesky taunt for this deck. We do see Doc McButt holding one of his broomsticks, which should be able to clear things pretty well.
I must move quickly.
All right, I have things.
Yes.
I see Rider of Crabs. Fantastic. All right.
Gonna go for Crab Rider plus a Cold Light Seer and no attack. I'm interested about the choice to do that when you had it clear, or you could just play it slow. Regardless, we saw Loatheb come down here, just to get a tempo 5/5 out essentially, which was the top deck. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure it would have been the Ziliac. But next turn, we do have a Reno the Relicologist, depending on how wide this board goes. As well as a potential for maybe just to play a 6-mana 4/6, which you don't really want to play, but if you're not going to play it on 6, then it's not going to be great. Do have the option to maybe get some clears in with this Felfin plus Broom.
Yeah, I think a lot of what Lefty's going to be doing is just holding back as many Rieslers as he can. He's got Ziliax for lifesteal and a little taunt. He's got Devolving Missiles if anything gets too crazy. I mean, this board on the side of Doc McButt right now is representing a 9. So, I mean, this is probably the best Reno you're going to see right now.
Yes.
You might... It's tough because you will be giving... the McGurgle Prime, but at this rate, I mean, clearing for 9 is too nice.
You just slam this and you deal 5 face.
This deck is, when Doc McButt loses the board like this, it's going to be very difficult. Tip the Scales can actually pull that McGurgle Prime as well, which is a bit of an unfortunate. So at this rate, I mean, we're facing down 9 attack a turn, and we're 2 turns away from Tip the Scale. I don't know if we can really survive. We're probably going to see a Dragon Caster here. Nothing really in the hand that we care to cast, so...
I mean, you can always just use it for a Deviling.
I kind of like Barista.
You could always use it for a Deviling, but I kind of like the...
Barista
Barista's good here, yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is so hard, because now we can just Loatheb next turn and put Tip the Scales completely out of reach.
Yeah, this is the push to end the game. Gonna ping out the 1/1. Very smart play by Lefty. Leaves it so the Loatheb cannot be removed. The Angling Rod off the top is extremely good and can act. And I'm gonna check to see what Murloc we get. It is a Felfin, a Furious Felfin, which, not a bad pickup at all. It's gonna have 4 attack. It's gonna be able to get. It could get Toxfinned.
Yeah, I think you have the Toxin here, but I don't know
Re-
Sitting on 11, you're
You're-
facing down 8.
Mhm.
There's the Reno to just heal back up. I mean,
Yeah, Lefty's just gonna drop this. Probably just drop this Loetheb, and
yeah, it's really the only way that Doc McBuck could come back into the game is if he's able to hit that tip the scales. I mean, it is juicy to hit this Reno. Oh my goodness. Okay, well,
here's the thing: if Doc McButt plays tip the scales, he loses.
we'll have to see what comes out, right?
Yeah, there's
there's
a
no
chance he just
con.
loses. He has to get enough Murlocs. He only has one Murloc that has. He only has one Murloc with.
Oh, yeah,
With
that's-
um.
Oh, here we go. We got
No,
some
he-
rush.
He actually got one Rusher, but he's just
Nope,
getting.
it's-
Oh
they're
no,
all getting
no, the
rushed,
Lushwater Scout's giving everything.
Yes,
Yes.
but
So he did get a Charger and a bunch of Rushers.
that is not enough to clear.
It's not
unfortunately.
enough to. That's not enough to full clear. Leaves some minions. The Lushwater Scout coming in when it did, actually hurt really bad. So he'll just find the lethal. Unfortunate for this any Finn Paladin, but the LPG mage getting through here really nice for Lefty. So
Yeah, I mean that was a deck that was, I think, pretty unfavored. Unfortunately, the mage
Yeah.
had a ton of ways, and even drawing the high end removal, like Reno, the
Mhm.
Renocologist, and
yeah.
a little bit more of those defensive tools, and really, I guess Lefty or Doc McButt unfortunately didn't get a chance to really get off the ground because that early Hungry Crab just kind of destroyed anything he had early on.
Yeah, I definitely agree there. What's interesting, we didn't even point. I forgot. I didn't quite spot it off the bat. This Paladin is actually running Spiteful Summoner, which we did
Yeah,
not
just
do.
another way to cheat out.
A big minion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so interesting. We'll have to see. And the one copy of the Megastore as well. So
All right. So the J Druid has come out, and this Warlock deck is essentially just looking for Skulking Geist. Looking Gnome Feratu is really nice here. For the Mulligan from Lefty, I'd just like to see the Gnome Feratu and Cult Neophyte in hand, and I think you can toss back the other two. From Doc McButt, I think you can keep you just probably just toss the Spreading Plague only. I think you want to keep Gnome Feratu just because I think it's just
it's a
because
good 2/3 body.
getting it down early, you can hit something pretty nice. But he opts to throw it away. Does
Ooh.
get the Skulking Geist. Does
There
get
it
the
is.
Spear of Sapience. So going to be able to. The Spear of Sapience is really interesting tech. It's something I'm not used to seeing in Warlock decks. It's usually not played in. It's usually if it's in any deck, it's probably in a Raza Priest. But otherwise, this is an interesting inclusion, and I'd be curious as to the reason why it was put in. I think it's to look for Skulking Geist, which is cool. So we'll probably just be able to see that come out now.
Well, yeah, you're able to choose literally any card. So I think when you're playing a Highlander deck or a deck that requires you to get exactly what you need out of it, Sphere is not a bad bring whatsoever.
Exactly.
Sometimes it can do crazy things. I mean, in this case, you're essentially choosing what cards you want when you absolutely need something dire. So Dark Skies is going to appear. That's fine. We have a full hand. And going to be able to deal with anything too crazy. Probably just a tap here. You could Cult Neophyte, but fights for the board.
I don't mind
it's
a
all the
tap
same.
here, yeah. But the Neophyte's okay here as well.
Just going to push anything that Doc McButt is going to be able to do a little further. I mean, you could Nature Studies, but really, you feel kind of bad Nature Studying for 2, or even Jade Idling for that matter. So
I think the idol is not too bad here.
puts an additional 2/2 on board, I suppose, but
Yeah, might. Yeah. Okay,
Maybe
he opts for
shuffle.
he opts for shuffle. I thought he might opt for shuffle. Just because you don't really need to put the 2/2 on board, it just gets traded off.
Well, if a 3/2 hits my 2/2, I'm pretty happy. Kazakis gonna be picked up, and that is the
Yeah.
OG Kazakis. We make it potions, not golems.
Yes,
Or
Yes,
spell.
Reno Lock loves its Kazakis, loves its OG Kazakis to make the potions.
Wonder when what the difference in while I never really thought of the conundrum which Kazakis to make, right? Which one do you want to put into your deck?
Most Reno decks run the potion Kazakis.
Oh yeah, no, it's just an interesting.
Reno Rogue, however, runs Golem Shaper.
Oh yeah, Rogue is
There's not a
I
lot of
think
good 4
with-
drops, and there's not a lot of 4 cost cards in Rogue.
well, yeah, I mean we're playing Kazakis as well here, so that's obviously the better sense is playing the Highlander version for this Kazakis rather than the no 4 drops version of standard right now. So resizing pouch was picked up off of the nature study. Doc McButt looks like he's going to hold the spell discount for now. We do have an ultimate infestation in hand, so maybe trying to get closer and closer to that UI right now to facilitate some card draw.
Looking at it, probably just going to drop the Kazakis, and let's see what type of potion Lefty looks for.
I assume a 5 mana.
He's going to go for a 5. Freeze 5 damage and summon. I would pick, yeah. And then health, polymorph, or thing. I think it's deal 5 polymorph here.
Depends on what we took at the beginning.
He took deal 5.
I like give your minions 4 health personally. I don't think there's going to be a lot of 5 damage polymorph. I like the 4 health because I don't think Doc McButt is going to be able to deal a lot with it. And really the only way he's killing your minions is through these naturalizes that you know are in the deck. Oh wow, that's
I think
rampant.
that's
it was a great top deck.
Ramp. That was a really good top deck indeed. I'm thinking that Lefty's just gonna coin out a Geist here.
Yeah. As soon as that Geist can come down, the sooner the better.
Which is why I wasn't super. Which is why because I don't. I mean, obviously the 5 you keep a 5 potion just because it's super strong. But if you play the Geist here, this is pretty it's pretty much not exactly game over, but it's very close to game over.
This is going to be very tough. Both Jade Blossoms being played. Really, the only way for Doc McButt to generate anything else is going to be we're not playing Aya, so that is
there is no Aya. There is no more way to get.
Yeah, no, that is all for our.
But this deck does have some late game conditions. It runs double Yogg, or it runs Yogg's Hope End. It runs OG Yogg. It does still run Ysera Malfurion. It's not completely over.
Oh yeah, definitely not over, but it's gonna be up to Doc McButt to make the correct pivot now. He's gonna have to understand what his game plan is now if he wants to outlast. But I mean, the longer that this game does go on, the worse it's going to be because Lefty's going to be able to get to those late game turns with getting these big demons out with the Blood Reaver Ghoul down and bringing back a ton of demons as well. We are going to finally see that Kazakis potion turn. That was a 5/10. Unfortunately, it is now a 1/1 sheep with pants.
Yep, Marauder. That's the only injured Marauder in his deck for this Oaken summons. So Oaken summons no longer summons a minion. It'll still do its thing. It'll still summon. But I mean, this is not looking. I would say it's not looking amazing for the Reno lock right now. But the Reno in hand is what's going to save this matchup. So Lefty just has to wait and kind of try to time when to play the Reno Jackson.
Yeah, you're not really scared of any over-the-top damage. You know exactly what is in the deck coming out of Doc McButt. Yeah. So at 13, other than, this Yogg that we now have in hand, I don't know how scared we really have to be. But we do still see that Savage Roar picked up from probably turn 2 or 3. So, I mean, right there we have a little bit of sneaky damage that we can push out if we are able to, you know, land a nice Poison Seed turn and leave a few minions
Yeah.
up. I mean, this Savage Roar is going to pay dividends if we can get to that
Sure.
state of the board.
Oh, you're
Loatheb
100%
coming down here
correct.
for Lefty. Pretty straightforward, just going to stall him out again. You know, he just saw an AI turn, so hopefully he's thinking he can stick a bunch of cards, but that is a great top
That is Ysera Unleashed. That's going to be portals in deck. Man, just when I
Portals?
thought we got rid of this card.
Oh, I love this card.
I love Ysera Unleashed.
Oh, golden, so pretty.
Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, definitely. Oh, Brand picked up.
Oh,
Brand has some interesting things
yeah.
that could happen, especially with Zeph. Especially with Zeph being in the deck still.
and he
I
does
think
have the
I think we
Kazakus
just-
as well, still. So
Yes,
he
yes.
bought it back from Raised Dead.
You're right. Brand Kazakus is very nice. Like you said, you can make 2 different potions.
I just
Um,
need to point out that Lefty put Sphere up on turn 1 and has not chosen a different card since the game has begun. He has not lost any durability.
And this is
Yeah.
where Vargoth does a good job. You can just Vargoth with
Oh, there's
Vargoth
so
with,
much
with
you can do.
Howl.
Yeah.
You can Vargoth with Howl, Vargoth with Branching Paths. He can just go for a lot of armor here. There's no, you can go for draw or armor. Draws another portal that is 5 left in deck.
Yeah, I think that's what he's
Dragon,
taking
2
for here.
2 taunts pulled. Gonna go for armor. Okay. So can't remove the minion yet. So just gonna armor up. Branching Paths does draw
And gets the attack.
and attack. So those are all random generations after that point. Sense Demons. I think now you pick a new fate. You don't want Sense Demons.
No, I think you're going to try and get to the Blood Reaver Gul'dan. I was actually just about to say,
Yeah,
Gul'dan
you want-
is probably
you
going
want
to
Gul'dan.
save you this game.
Exactly.
So I'd be interested to see if we just rip another here. That's a scary board. And we don't necessarily get through it. Yeah, leaving a Vargoth up into a Druid is extremely scary.
Exactly.
We did just see 1 Branching Paths, but there's still a second in the deck. Still, you know, so much to abuse it.
There's about to be a massive amount of armor gain here. You can just go Solar Ferocious
Yeah.
Howl, gaining you 29 armor, or sorry, going to 29 armor after gaining or 27 armor? No, potion. Or portals. Zaraku? He goes to 27 armor, yeah. So that's a minion that has
Give
to get
yourself a
dealt
6/6 this turn just by punching the 5/5. While you heal your opponent.
with. We're gonna go
Wapow.
face. Okay. Kartut.
Oh, you see a Dark Skies here.
Yeah, I can see that. Dark
Full
Skies
full
clears.
clear, and then you can slam Reno behind it if you feel like you're threatened. I don't like playing the Reno though. I think you can hold it for when you're really in dire straits.
I like Kazakus or
Brand Kazakus is really nice. We have,
because you can get some 10 pots.
although gotta be. Oh, wait, 6 cards. Okay, we're good. Takes the 5.
Alright. Picks a 5. Yep.
Resummon. Nope, didn't take it that time.
You go for a poly. Yeah.
Mm,
What was that first one? Polymorph freeze.
Poly and freeze.
I'd be tempted to take. Okay, he's gonna go for a another 5. Deal 4 to all.
Another poly, maybe.
Another poly.
Another poly.
I would
Deal
have
4 on
gone. I
poly.
think I would have gone demon here, honestly.
I guess you don't
I
want to gunk up your demon pool though, right? With the Gul'dan, there are some pretty bad demons that you can get. I think
No, you
wanna
would just summon. Summon a 5/5 demon.
Yeah, even that, like a 5/5 demon is great, but you could miss like your Void Walker or your Void Lord.
Oh, sure, yeah.
You-
I mean,
you
Void
could
Lord
miss
hasn't
on
been
your
played
demons.
yet, so
Uh,
if Void Lord
so-
had been played and killed completely, then yes, 100%.
Oh yeah, let's get some 1/1s in the board. Yeah.
Soldierless. We go for a plague play. This is
This is a pretty
super
good 1/1s.
strong. Yeah, those are actually decent one drops,
I mean,
honestly.
We can
And
trade off the board and
Yo,
the Kazakus
Hysteria is
potion.
so big, right? Hysteria is so big.
It is, but the potion just clears.
Oh, the potion does clear for sure. You would have to maybe.
I mean, your board's dead anyway. You just trade your.
You just trade your board, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let me just see what else we have. Potentially. I mean, I guess you can Kazakus potion the one that does 4, and then
Yeah,
and then,
you just.
and then you can say, and then you can if there's anything left over, you can use Hysteria essentially.
Oh man, we go Void Lord.
Gonna go Void Lord and just clean up some of these 1/5s.
Oh man, we have a Savage Roar in our hand. And...
Yeah, it's gonna have to go through a lot of taunts though.
Yeah.
So I don't
There's
hate this play. Yeah.
Seeds.
Oh yeah, Seeds is really good here. Seeds would be pretty good here too. I think you're right. I think Seeds would be good. Is there another Zoldrat?
I guess you
one
could
Ritualist. One Ritualist, one Armor Injured Marauder, and then after that you're summoning. There's no other minion that can get summoned off of the Oaken summon, so it's just armor at this point.
Yeah, we've seen the Vargoth played already. So that is just 6 armor for a nice 4 mana.
Yeah. The
Interesting turn here for Dr. McButt. Yeah, the poison seeds are kind of just sitting in hand right now. I know you don't want to use them, but you could, I guess, go for a spreading plague on the backswing of yourself after this.
This goes for Seeds. But it does summon a bunch of 1/3s, and we'll just go for a Starfall to remove most of the board.
Yeah. Fair enough. Ooh,
Picks up a Lord Godfrey. That is a board clear.
I think we want that.
We want Godfrey. I'm wondering if you wait. I feel like you Lefty needs to wait for Reno until he can get Zola. At this point, I think that's the best way to deal with things. Potentially, just gonna go full attack there, and gonna go for the Blood Reaver.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good.
So we're getting some. So we're getting a lot of. We're getting, I think, 3 demons, 3 or 4.
Yeah,
and they're all good. Exactly. Perfect.
These Void Walkers not dying was so key.
Exactly. Bone Drake. And then its second UI picked up, but we're gonna go for the Poison Seeds here. Which means that means that Lefty's board is still gonna have a lot of good stuff. Because everything spawns before the Poison Seeds. And Sky Maul goes into hand from Bone Drake.
Yeah, I like the play from Lefty there when he sees the 1 poison seed. I mean, 5 cards left in the deck. You kind of have to assume that the second one's in hand. There is the Zola. So, as you said, probably takes the Zola now and feels that he could Reno back up to health. But I do like the play by Lefty by getting the Gul'dan out earlier.
Exactly.
The hero power, I think, is going to play dividends in this match, especially as we get closer and closer to fatigue.
Exactly.
Doc McButt is ahead by 5 cards, but he also has 55 health.
Yeah, I'm thinking because he does have 55 health, so that is going to be something eventually. But the one thing to note is that this hero power will allow Lefty to stay alive for as long as he needs to stay alive. He doesn't even have to Reno. I would like to see maybe I would have even wouldn't have minded to see a Kartut defender come down this turn as well, just to put some more pesky taunts in the way. I like the use of the Neophyte. It removes UI as a play this next turn because he hasn't seen the second Ultimate Infestation. Gonna go for the 3 post for more Sean Watch posts and hand it off. All right, another portal. There's very much a lot of portals left.
That's a good dragon.
That's a good dragon for sure. We're gonna go for the Ferocious Howl. Draws the second to last portal.
My cards are low. How strange.
It gets Malfurion the Pestilent. Can't play it this turn.
That's
Gonna want to
okay,
play it
dragon.
as soon as possible though.
Yeah, just a pretty basic hero power, and I mean we drew some cards, we gained some more armor. You gotta kill the 5.
I think
the
I
5/3,
think you
right?
can. I think the 5/3 is the most relevant card to kill because
Like-
it's a lifesteal minion.
Like you're
Um,
literally not playing. Okay.
I don't like we're trying to just remove. I don't necessarily
Celiacs.
like this
Oh,
play. I'm
man.
sure there's a reason behind it.
I think Doc McButt realizes he just needs to push damage, and he has a finite amount of health and cards at this point. And the sooner he starts pushing damage, the more like technically
he's gonna have
he did
infinite
rip
armor.
off.
He's gonna have the card that can kind of with Malfurion can kind of counter the ability the use of Siphon to an extent. It's
So many bloody.
Yeah.
It can, but the Siphon's gonna do the Malfurion hero power, but you don't have to choose what you want to do, right? Malfurion's either gonna hit
Yeah.
you for hit or heal. The good thing about
Mhm.
lefties is it's going to do both.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
you don't have to take any more damage with that. What I think from Doc McButt is he's seeing, look, I have X amount of cards left in my deck. I'm on a clock here. I mean, we haven't even seen a Reno come out. He knows he has to go fast. I don't know what's gonna have to happen here. We
He
are gonna
sees
see
the
the hysteria on the twin tyrants. Gets a very, very nice hits there and gets. Oh no! What a bad 7 drop.
He hits the worst 7 drop in the game. Lanessa Sun Sorrow to draw. And now this deck is empty and this Druid's in fatigue with
Yeah.
no Jade Idols.
I mean, we're just juicing a Yogg at this point, right?
Oh yeah, you're juicing the Yogg and you're gonna rip it and hope you win eventually.
Poison Scarabs here. Actually, probably Taunt. It's so difficult to decide. Poison
see.
just died to the hero power, so probably Taunt.
Yeah, takes the Scarabs, gains the attack, and is gonna start actually hitting in and hoping
Oh,
that
yeah.
he can out damage. But the Reno, eventually you're just gonna see Reno Zola and it's gonna be over. Because no matter how much damage this guy puts in, putting a Void Caller at the end is very
Oh
interesting.
no, Dirty Rat.
Yeah, Dirty Rat has 50-50 to pull Yogg.
Oh no,
It does it.
Yogg.
It
No.
pulls the Sky Maw, so it pulls the best option for Doc McButt. And I'm sure that Lefty at this point knows the exact hand of Doc McButt. Seeing everything in the deck, he knows what his hand is, so he knew that was a 50-50 play. Now looking at this,
Actually, he probably didn't know it was a 50-50. He probably thought he had 100% because that Dragon Maw.
no, he would have known that. He would have known that from the Bone Drake, right?
Oh, that's true. It did give him a random dragon in hand.
So for sure. I mean, you're right.
I was just trying to remember how.
You're
he
right in
generated
that
it.
he probably. You're right in that he probably could have assumed. He might have assumed that.
Yeah,
so
I forgot how we generated this, honestly.
Oh, you're 100% okay. This has been a very long match. We're looking at like this has been like there's been over 20 minutes of playtime in this match, so you're quite okay here.
Get that healing out of the way.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see when we see this Yogg.
Maybe you probably wait a little bit. I'm not sure you want a Yogg right now.
No,
Definite-
I don't know when. I guess you clear the board.
That's something that I don't really know either. This Oaken Summit, like he's just gonna give himself as much armor as possible. But this Reno Lock just is gonna have, because of how many more cards in his deck, he's got 8 cards. So that's 8 turns before he hits fatigue, and at that point, Doc McButt is gonna be fatiguing for like 11. So this in the Gnome Feratu is now pretty much not useful at all. We're gonna go for the Lord Godfrey just to do a full clear. This is something that's gonna force out. This is something that could force out a Yogg. Just because he has no cards left to really play. He has a Spreading Plague, but as long as Lefty doesn't go wide on board, he's okay.
I just think we want as many juicy Yoggs. Like, we're gonna keep doing this as much as we can.
Exactly. The UI is a card you can never play because you'll just kill yourself. Because you draw 5. So it's just really weird. Like you have a spreading plague that, as long as lefty doesn't really play into it, won't play a big factor. Meanwhile, there's going to be a card that can deal 4 damage each turn. Ooh, there's a Zeph. Zeph is going to be really good. Zeph could get something really good here.
Yeah,
I think we're going Zeph for Tyrion, honestly.
anything big doesn't really matter. Doomhammer is very interesting. You could just start smashing.
Yeah,
16 damage over X amount of turns. Tyrion
exactly.
has to be answered, I suppose. No really easy way to kill it. Yeah, Tyrion and slam it.
We're gonna Zola the Zephyrus.
I want to see Tyrion.
Yeah, I do too. I think you could. At this point, just don't. Yeah, at this point, as long as he doesn't. Okay, he's leaving a spreading plague turn up, but he's kind of baiting it because he still has the deal 4 potion. So, and lefty could afford to remove his entire board and still be fine. So yeah, here's the spreading plague. If anything lives here, we could see a savage, a potential like roar eventually, but it's just a bunch of 1/5s doesn't do a lot against this board. So we're just gonna see some armor gain.
The file clears.
Yeah, it does.
Yep, you just run one of the 2 health in, and Defile will clear this board if you do choose to go that route. And I mean, if you do it, that's kind of it. And then you can just slam a Tyrion right afterwards.
Exactly. Yeah, it's something that it's something that just is so hard to answer. Man.
You also deal 4. I mean, there's so many numerous
These potions
ways.
are so interesting because they're very defensive. There's not a lot of offense in them. Which is why I was eventually thinking, I mean, the potions being as defensive as they are kind of creates a weird scenario. But yeah, he just finds the Defile clear, decides that's the best play. Like you said, you just go with the Tyrion here. He's gonna go for the. I thought he was gonna go for Reno, but I think he might go for the Ziliax here instead.
All right.
Ziliax being really good here. He has to slam Yogg here. There's nothing else to do.
All right, Shadow Word Pain
removes the minion.
That Ziliax. Rampage, nothing. Margi Yashiraj, all right. Draconic Studies gets us Ysera.
Starfire on face.
That's an 11 damage Starfall.
Sanctuary. Prep. Elixir.
Oh,
wow.
no.
Oh, but it plays Shadow Flame. However, this Yogg has been. This is a reverted Yogg.
Hey, we just drew 3 cards.
I mean, he's now behind in health. That does get 2. Does get 2 things. It gets a Jade Shuriken played. Totem.
Hey.
That, in an Anyfin, nothing gets summoned. Oh, a circus.
Oh my god. Stop
Wait,
hurting yourself.
Wait. Oh, Fellfire Potion.
Stop hurting
Pack,
yourself.
Violet. Whoa. He gets a Kingsbane.
It doesn't matter.
He gets a. Oh, Kingsbane's interesting. It can stop fatigue for a turn. But obviously, it's every 3 turns. For every 3 turns.
For 10 next turn. Or 9.
Oh yeah, I mean he's dead.
Yeah.
I think there's no way to get the damage to win here, but you just drop Tyrion and it's kind of just over. Yeah.
I mean, we can.
He fatigues for 10. He fatigues for 9. Not 100% dead. He UI. He's just gonna end the game with a UI.
Do it.
Yeah. Do it. Yeah. Winning after 25 minutes of a barn burner of a match. The Reno lock gets through.
That barn took a long time to burn.
Yeah. Yeah.
53.
Bound lethal.
He had 5
After-
at the end.
Yeah, 25 minutes of control deck and control versus combo.
All right. Well, that lefty is now up.
Yeah, he just has to win with his Taunt Druid.
Yeah, which I think is going to be difficult. I mean, this is where
Doc has every deck he can play, and he just has to decide which one he thinks has the best matchup into into this specific deck.
It's gotta be
And
an
if-
aggressive. Oh, we're gonna just run it back. Druid. All right.
Yeah, this is another matchup that comes down to skulking. That can eventually just come down to skulking Geist.
I mean, I
And
have to
if
give it
it's-
to Lefty's favor because he's skulking Geist away the 1 mana. Yeah, he gets his own, his
Yeah,
Jaspers and stuff. But
removing the naturalizes is quite good as well.
yeah, he removes his own and stuff. But I mean, he's Hydronox, he's Undertaker. I don't think he really cares about those early game stuff. It's gonna be again it's gonna be a long one, I think. And there's the Skulking Geist
Mhm.
in hand for Lefty.
The medic being in hand is not nice though. That means that his Oaken Summons gets quite a bit worse. Not having I think that's the Astral Tiger in hand as well.
Tiger's gonna be very nice to continuously shuffle the minions. Injured Marauder is pulled, but I believe he does play a few other cards that can be pulled by his Oaken Summons.
Yeah.
He does have another Marauder, and he still has the Vargoth. So actually, I kind of like the Marauder in hand. It's unfortunate that you have to play it. I mean, you don't have to, but if you do find Oaken Summons, it is a little bit more tutored towards finding your Vargoth, which is always amazing because Vargoth then pulls another minion if there's something still in the deck. First couple turns are going to probably be pretty standard. Hero power pass in, maybe some ramp here and there. We do see the Jade Blossom in hand for Doc McButt. I would figure that would be firing out here.
The Jade Blossom, yeah, it should. It's ramp and it's good to play.
This is a teaching moment.
Ah.
Oh no, did he?
Yeah, he probably, I'm not sure exactly what he meant to do with that, but
I think
ended
he
up
wanted to solar into the Jade.
Blossom.
But then and he would have figured, okay, I can coin it. But
If you're gonna do that, you need to no, you can't coin first there because then it just doesn't work. You just couldn't get it done.
yeah, I got to imagine that was it. I don't think we
Mhm.
wanted to solar and then claw as much as 4 armor is great. I think he just a little bit of confusion on the nature study turn, but that's all right. We can Jade Blossom next turn. If anything, it does ramp up our Jasper Spellstone for any early aggression or early minions that we need to deal
Sure.
with.
For sure.
All right, Jade Blossom coming down, ramping up to 5. Probably an overgrowth turn coming out of Lefty. Like I said, these first couple turns are just going to be pretty straightforward.
Probably overgrowth. Could go for, I think, go for an Astral Tiger potentially as well. But I think the overgrowth is just really nice because it allows you to Geist next turn.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm looking at, right? You go to 7 mana for next turn, and you're facing down a 1/1. I really don't think you need to make anything like Injured Marauder is okay, getting it into the pool, I guess, to die for your Hadronox, but I think you just want to Overgrowth to have as much capability and flexibility as you can, and that is what we do see coming up from Lefty.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna see Branching Pass for a draw, and maybe could be a double draw, could be a single draw. But if you're gonna do anything with Branching Pass, you generally want to get armor. There we go. The Spellstone now dealing 6 to a minion. However, it's not gonna
Juicy
stay long.
Spellstone.
Exactly. The greater Jasper Spellstone, if you might.
Wild Growth pickup. Very nice there. Doc McButt looking to ramp up just as fast as Lefty is. Branching Paths of his own. I mean, you could Astral here. Do like the Skulking Geist just to, I mean,
Just to put a timer on things.
yeah, it forces him that he has to play like he did last game, right? You no longer have the infinite Jade strategy anymore, but we do opt for the Injured Marauder. It's a 5/4. And I mean, we have Hydronox in hand. I don't expect it to come down for a very long time until we get a little bit more down on the board, but there is a UI from Doc McButt. I mean,
Yeah.
Jasper Wild Growth is not bad. I might have liked to Wild Growth first, because then we could have weaved in a branching path this turn as well. But you don't really need to. We do have the UI in hand. We're one turn away from popping off with that, and really, you want to be able to UI because that card is very good.
Mm-hmm. He's setting up taunts and stuff that will go into the pool. Gets the Astral Tiger for his eventual Undertaker. So not gonna play out the Geist yet. Hasn't really maybe think that there's necessarily a reason.
Yeah, I mean, Lefty's just playing the aggressor in this now. There is not a lot of removal in the deck from Doc McButt. He does have the naturalizes, but in that case, I mean, you're just handing it back to Lefty and giving him more card draw.
Yeah.
Ferocious Howl pickup. I mean, is it time that we see the...
He's gonna go for a path here. Picks up
All right, there is an Oaken Summons.
double draw.
So we did see the other Marauder. So this Oaken Summons is Vargoth all the time.
Yes, which is pretty good.
We could cast a second Branching Paths or just gain an additional 6 mana.
Yeah, I think you just want to
There he
gain
is.
armor here. Yeah.
Sorry, I just mean the Vargoth casting is going to
Yes.
so just additional mana.
Exactly.
Fellstone is fully juiced.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Doc
Oaken's coming out.
Okay.
Let's get a Vargoth. That was the best possible pull because now he's gonna get a 5/10. Because with the Zoldrask Ritualist in hand.
But he leaves the Vargoth up on the side of Lefty, and that is pretty dangerous.
I wonder if he had a choice. Did he have a choice there? I don't think he did.
No, he didn't, but I just...
Okay.
It's a difficult
You're
thing
right.
to leave a Vargoth up on the other side. Like,
You're
now
right.
we're going to see Ferocious Howls. I don't think you want to play another spell now, so Rot Bomb, Hero Power...
Something like that. Unfortunately, both players are just going to be running with having their Vargoth on the board.
Yeah, we're about to see some silly Vargoth play, but Doc McButt has the Infestation in hand, so
Just don't play it with Vargoth on the board. So we're gonna take a 50-50 with Vargoth. But regardless of where it hits, it's actually not the end of the world. Even if it kills Lefty's Vargoth, it's not a big deal. The bomb as well, not too bad. Gonna get Jasper. It's gonna hit.
Oh baby!
It's gonna hit the 5/10. And Ysera picked up. That's something that the Jade Druid can definitely play out right now and just be fine.
I think we want to hold it. I like. Maybe do the Ritualist with the Spreading Plagues again. We do have the Branching Paths in hand.
I think you just might UI and hit the Vargoth with the 5. Yeah.
You're gonna dump the coin now.
Yes, you will just dump the coin here. And I think now this is where Lefty might want to play that Skulking, guys, because it looks like now you're gonna think he's probably got a lot of 1-cost spells in there, and. Yeah, Lefty has his own. Now Lefty can actually play his own Naturalize first to make Doc McButt overdraw 2 or to overdraw 3 cards here, and then play the Geist.
He would only overdraw 2 because after he Geisted,
well, he would overdraw a 3rd card on his own draw.
I meant if he Geisted after that. It would clear the 1 mana's out, but this is
yeah. You're right. It'd only be 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now Hadra knocks out, so we're gonna get 5/10s on the rebound. We're gonna see Where are we going? Are we maybe going for like a solar naturalize for a lot of? You don't want to give that much draw. You're not going naturalize.
Nah, I
But
think we're gonna jade it up.
Jade idols. Some you're gonna shuffle 3 idols into deck twice.
Yeah, we're gonna see this, and then we're gonna get very sad when Lefty just pops that
Crushes-
Skulking Geist down.
Crushes the hopes and dreams. Does draw one of the idols. I mean, most of the deck is Jade idols at this point. He's drawn through a very large chunk of his deck. Could just keep shuffling them in. I feel like you want to eventually start playing the golems.
I think you play him now. You still have technically 4 in the deck.
He needs to play as many as possible before before they get removed, because there's still another blossom.
Oh,
so the partner-
whoa!
He's removing the Hadronox, putting big minions in there. He doesn't have a poison seeds.
Yeah, that was an interesting call by Doc
Yeah.
but
Huh.
is there any way Hadronox is copyable?
No,
Oh,
and it still goes on Undertaker too. So and now the Undertaker actually has been
I must think.
there,
yeah,
but he
picked
might.
up in hand.
it
So
won't- Yeah, he won't be. He'll actually gain Hadronox's effect if he plays Undertaker here.
yeah, it's a guaranteed
Hadronox.
Undertaker only, I believe. But I think with as many Jade Idols as you've seen shuffled in,
It's got to be time, right?
yeah. I guess Doc McButt played that naturalized last turn just because he knew he might not have a chance to play it again.
Exactly.
So fair enough.
Sure.
I think I might just
Yeah,
let the
here it
card
is.
die.
Lefty's used all but one of his. Lefty used all but one of his ones. Now he's just gonna drop the Geist. And this board is so big, the minions, these 2 5/10s get to hit face if they already didn't go face.
Not yet, no.
Oh no, the 5/10s don't. I guess they didn't get to attack. Now there is Plague played. A lot of these guys are just gonna get removed on this turn. Make 5/5 Jade Blossom.
Okay, so now we can kill off our Astral Tiger, which is going to be able to then shuffle the Undertaker back into our deck and complete our infinite loop.
Yes, so Tiger has died once already, I think.
No, that's the same Tiger.
Is it? I thought it was summoned by Hadronox.
Yeah, Hadronox
Because it's a
summons
death.
taunts.
Oh, okay. Just
Yeah.
Oh
no,
yeah. So that's the
the
original
same
Astral Tiger. Now we can drop Undertaker. It'll have the infinites on it. So here we
Yes.
go. Undertaker will have exactly Rotten Apple Bomb, Hadronox, Astral Tiger.
Yeah, the perfect 3.
Yes.
What we are looking for.
Double Apple Bomb and an Astral Tiger. So actually no Hadronox.
Oh,
It only so it
I did
does
not realize it could mix like that.
Yes. I
Did two
thought
apple
about
bombs
it. I
die?
thought about that. Now we're gonna see Ysera.
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
I don't like how he can miss. That's the same as
I mean, it still got Astral Tiger, so it still goes back in his deck.
it does, so he has another chance, but like could you hit 3 apple bombs?
No, because only 2 died.
Only 1 died.
No, 2 of them.
Did 2 die? That's why we missed it. That's why we missed. There's 2 dead. I understand now.
Yes.
I know how things work. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Huh.
Sure, I mean, you can just go for like Howl, Wing Guardian. I mean,
Hey, that is a
it feels like a slight formality for Lefty to finish this off, but the portals will cause potential issues, so just getting as many big minions on the board as possible is good. Great, and this UI coming in is going to be able to rush the portals out. So we'll see what happens here. It's also possible we could get to the point where a Poison Seeds is needed.
This timeline amuses me.
All right, it's 3.
Not the best dragons.
Nope. We're not getting big dragons. We're getting medium-sized dragons.
These are just average.
And-
These are
and if
some
it-
blue-collar
just-
dragons.
And if it just plays all the portals after this one, it'll just burn the portals. Don't even.
Okay, all right. We got one, and we
We got
burned
OG
the last
Ysera,
one.
burnt the last portal.
Good dog.
Poison seeds drawn. Fatiguing now for 2.
What do we get? Okay.
Incredible.
Gets a Ysera Awakens.
That's the old one too, so
Yes.
that will hurt your face.
No. It's the original. It's the new
Oh,
one.
just
sorry.
minions. Sorry, it's
Yeah. It's the new one. That's really weird. This isn't. Huh.
I guess they must
Oh,
have
you know
just
what?
changed the
You know
whole
what? They
thing.
changed the dream cards completely, which is why
Yeah, so-
Ysera was a full dust refund.
Interesting.
Interesting. Very
Old Ysera nerfed.
Old Ysera is nerfed, yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of dragons.
Could
I must
I'm-
think.
there has to be some consideration for some consideration for a I was saying maybe for a poison.
He's probably going to poison seed. I think he just wants to clear off the death rattles, but I suppose we are just.
Yeah. You play Ziliax.
Yeah, I mean, we can just hold. We're not really.
Or we're gonna Oaken Summons for the Astral Tiger, which got put back in deck. Very, very good option as well. Swings face.
All right. Well, Ysera's Awakens is going to be very nice, but we can push. Oh. We actually can't really play any Ferocious Howls. We don't want to be drawing cards. I guess we could early on.
Yeah, but he's still gonna fatigue for 4 next time he goes. He's just gonna go for the Starfall here to remove most of the board. We'll actually put an Arcane Missiles in hand, so it's quite interesting. And I think everything here just goes face. And because there's a 3/9 on board, it's like you have to have second Poison Seeds to kind of get through this. But there is also Undertaker available to play, which does pose a threat. Let's see if this one gets the Hadronox. That's really what we're looking for. Gets Astral Tiger.
There it is.
Hadronox. All right, so Hadronox getting out there. That is.
It's the
No,
Spellwing.
Spellwing. Wait, is it? Oh yeah. The Spellwing.
Yeah,
The
it's
Spellwing
gonna-
ruins the Death Rattle pool a little bit.
It's gonna give us another Arcane Missile. That's pretty.
That's pretty funny. All right. Does have a Rising Winds. 2 Rising Winds actually. Yeah, I'm wondering. I think this is gonna be a hero power. Yeah, it doesn't even have to swing into the 3/5.
Yeah, I mean, again, we're on the position where Doc
But
McButt is
I think
trying to make a play. Oh, I don't think you want.
Is there a
do that.
case to Poison Seeds here?
No,
Where you just remove Undertaker?
you got it, Yogg. You're dead.
Prep. Crystal Sun Portal. Okay.
Oh
Stone.
no!
Earthquake kills the entire board. Puts a guy in the board.
And there's the board.
Yeah, that's game. Lefty will take this in a
Oh
sword.
no! Stop, McButt.
Oh, Doc McButt. Good.
Okay, Dark Skies can do stuff.
It doesn't.
what do we
It won't
got?
clear anything.
I can freeze, execute, very nice. Healing yourself, I like it. Deck of Chaos for nothing. Heal yourself. Nice. All right, here we go, buddy. So
Yeah,
here's.
there's 29. There's 29 damage on the board.
Oh, you missed the
Heals
freeze.
to full.
No. Oh, freezing trap. And a taunt.
Oh, I'm like way behind you on this. Luminance.
Yeah. Okay.
And it. All right. Well,
Yeah, take it. Take it.
does
Get him,
freeze.
Serpent Lord.
Goes face.
Um.
All right. He immediately the curse card does take effect. It's not too, like you're not worried about the curse card. If you have the 2 extra mana left over, of course you can go for it. The missiles is the let's see what how the missiles hit. It removes the minion. So now there's 20 damage here, and just gonna give attack to his minions. Game's over. Great play.
Don't test for the ice bear or the ice trap. Come on.
Well, it doesn't matter. Freezing Trap's gonna activate anyways. I'm sorry, I got a little too anticipatory of a victory, and it's not over. Bud. It is over. It is over. It's over. He hero powers attacks and he fatigues for 5.
Dang, Yogg was meant to be.
Yeah. We got to praise Yogg a little bit, but I don't think Dr. McButt was very much praising Yogg after that. So.
Well, with that, Lefty is going to take a 3-0 victory over Doc McButt. Those were some crazy games. I mean,
yeah.
Skulking Geist was pretty much the story of the deck, right? I mean, that's just kind of unfortunately the way it worked out for Doc McButt. Skulking Geists from Lefty paid dividends into that taunt Druid. I'm very surprised Doc McButt kept bringing the Druid with the Geist in so many of the decks, but Druid can also just get there without the Geist, so.
Yeah. Honestly, if the Skulking Geist isn't in, that J Druid just would win a matchup. Just because
definitely.
I think overall Lefty had the more favored decks. But the Skulking Geist just were just brutal. Instrumental to getting the sweep. Are we going to do an interview with BG's coming so fast?
I'm letting Lefty know we can't do an interview just because we want to get to the finals for BG. So.
Get to the finals. We got to pivot out. And we got to bring in our friend and special guest.
Yep. So we're gonna have Blue Sombrero come in for Battlegrounds. I will be stepping away. So have fun with Battlegrounds, you guys.
Thank you.
And we'll talk to everyone later.
See you later. Blue.
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
Great, man. How are you doing?
I'm good. Excited to be here on a Friday instead. It's so different.
Right? I know. You could stay up late and not have to get in trouble when you have to wake up early for work.
Yes, work.
Work, yes. So tell me how you're feeling about Battlegrounds right now. So much has happened in the past 2 weeks. We've seen boars, we've seen boar nerfs. Now, everyone's saying they're trash again. I mean, what's going on here, man?
I'm really struggling to figure it out myself because I haven't played that much in the past 2 weeks, but I've played enough, and I think that I underestimated Quillboars at first, and now I think other people are underestimating them. I don't think the nerfs actually ruined them that much.
I got to agree. I really think people saw nerfs and just went, I don't want to touch them anymore. Those are dirty cards, but I mean, they still just get there.
Yeah, I think my opinion is that they nerfed like all the base stats, but they just scale so hard if you get like the top end Quillboars early, and they didn't really change that. So
I think one of the most underrated ones was that didn't really get touched, but it got attacked, as you said, base stats. It's Banner Boar. Banner Boar does so well early on, especially with the two other the Divine Shield Piggy and the 3/3, I guess a 2/2 Piggy now. Or it's a 3/3 now, not a 4/4 anymore.
Right. Oh, and I do believe they actually are starting now, so don't want to miss out.
Getting right in. All right. Sprinting speeds.
Yeah, so first match of the final, so everyone's off to an even start, so this is Or we're gonna see all the leads. Take
Yep,
place
we're gonna
in the-
start. We're gonna start with blue. Start spectating blue here.
Awesome, yeah. Currently watching Andrasty, the lobby leader. And he has a nice choice here, goes for the Yogg. I'm a personal fan of the Vol'jin, but I do know that it's not actually that strong numbers wise. Don't know why. It seems like it would be, but
Yeah, I think people haven't been figuring it out yet, I suppose. It's a little bit confusing if you don't really know the best way to
yeah,
to use it.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, maybe you have a few people without spectate turned on.
Oh. Yell at them.
Yell at them angrily.
Yeah, so pretty standard lineup of heroes. The Elise I'd say is the odd one out. Not too top tier after the revert.
Elise is, yeah, pretty odd one out, but we do see that elementals are in. That's kind of where Elise does the best, when you can really stick on 2 or 3 and roll for an entire board of elementals and get off to a crazy start.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Nice little tie here for Millhouse, who got a really nice board of tokens, looks like.
The battle is really raging out there.
Yes, first couple turns gonna be pretty straightforward. Probably I could see a sell. Got tokens over there. I mean,
You could buy one of the Murlocs, sell the token here, power, yeah.
yeah, you're just gonna fill your board, I guess. Hoping getting the double. Nice, very nice.
Yeah, I like this because you also get to level hero power next turn. If you get the tokens on Yogg, it's pretty nice to be able to do this.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of flexibility in the early games where Yogg usually does well anyway with just the additional stats, but now being able to gain the gold from the tokens is going to be really nice.
For sure. Ooh, that's gonna be 5 full damage. Itachi.
Yeah, that is a lot of damage early on for Itachi there.
Poor guy.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Well, now we're going to Rafam, so you gotta have a little bit of consciousness there.
Yeah, I don't want to be, although,
Already on 2 is interesting.
yeah. We do go for the hero power, and we actually hit
Yeah.
the rock pool. I mean,
Crazy, crazy hit.
I don't know how much more you can ask for coming out of Andrasty right now with these Yogg hits. I mean,
I know, it's perfect.
he must have an in with Bob or something right now.
Counter.
But what I do like about Andrasty's turn right now and these early game Murlocs is they're Murlocs, which predominantly, if people are going to be pushing Quillbores, the best and easiest way to kill them is with Poison Murlocs.
Yeah.
So rolling into the Selfless is going to probably be necessary if Andrasty does choose to stay with this, and we do see a triple. I like, yeah, freeze hero.
Level.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
You're coming into a turn against Mr. Incredible. So, I mean, he's not been doing the best. I think it's fine to just be a little selfish here. Probably just going to hold it to the very last second. Oh, actually, he has the hero power.
Okay. So, what's next? You gonna take it now? No, I'm gonna go here. So, I bet his next turn he's gonna just level, sell off either Elemental or the Murlocs.
And just buy it straight up, yeah.
Maybe he'll go for the hero power and freeze again. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, he could get a little greedy with it. It is interesting. Maybe he was scared. Oh
Oh
no.
my goodness. Level 4. That's because I have Marak.
Oh, so he's, yeah, maybe so. Maybe he got a call out from his teammate saying, "Hey, hit this guy."
Good at this.
Yeah, interesting.
All right. Coming.
Jandis on 4 also getting a triple. That's something to watch out for. But she'll have a 5 already.
Yeah, I think he's. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you're 40 health. I think you can sacrifice. I guess the only other option is you can freeze, but you don't even want to really hero power because if you're planning to freeze to go for like a tier 5 on this triple, you run the risk of grabbing the triple too early. So
Yeah, it's true.
we'll have to see what he chooses to do here.
I would.
I'll save
Okay.
these ones for later.
Gonna
Yeah.
pick up maybe the 3-1 or the 2-2. Yeah. 2 blood gems. Expect to just hold because we're probably not keeping any of this.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
you're gonna- yeah, that makes sense. You're gonna. Oh no, not on the triple. All right, fair choice.
Everyone's gunning for
I don't
you.
hate it.
Watch out.
Yeah, we did see Jandis get the triple. So let's see how scary we see Hogger. Okay.
All right, so pretty nice hit. So we'll still take a nice 7 damage to him.
Yeah, pushing damage there, but the letter W is going to be one to watch out for there because
Yeah.
early Hogger is usually very nice if you can find the Quillbors to match.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect. I am sitting with Itachi right now, who has found the unstable elemental and doing a bit of a, the early game Quillbor generation with the blood gems. Is still on 3, so probably just going to be picking around, looking for more blood gem generations and filling out this board.
Using this blood gem, that's a really strong cyclone.
Yeah. And we actually are going to be coming into Andraste, who we just left. So
Yeah,
let's see how this goes.
I think the Elise can take this win.
Yeah. Itachi definitely hit a power spike there. This elemental, I think, from what we just saw, is going to be able to clear up some good minions.
Yeah, totally.
All
Especially if it's the
right.
3-2 first.
The biggest thing for Itachi right now is can he get the blood gems from the 2-5?
Yeah.
Which it's looking like no
Mhm.
matter where it goes, he can.
Yep. Unless.
Okay. I was gonna say, oh no. Oh man. Pushing 6 there, giving Andraste his first loss of the match.
Love this Maev's still on 40 though.
Yes, I mean, I have, right? What are you gonna do?
This is where Fom is taking a beating actually on 14 health already.
Yeah, Lee is not finding what he needs. He is on tier 5 though, so that might have something to do with it. But Maiev actually is on 5 as well. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right, so we do find the Tough Tusk. Getting a ton of blood gems here, and we are able to play that map.
I like the jug here.
Yeah, Jug gives it across the board. And I think I like these just on the Wind Fury. Yeah. Yeah, is there?
The tier 6 minion Yogg eventually found was the Ginny.
Okay. Well, interesting. That doesn't really work out for him. So hopefully Andraste has to find a way to pivot into using that.
Oh, and Rafam has Flat Tusk.
Oh, that's dangerous.
How did that?
Triple? Or did he grab it?
He does. Oh, he does have a triple, which he actually sold because there's. no
Okay,
golden.
perfect.
So that can be actually huge if he finds synergies with the blood gems.
Yeah, so Itachi's trade's not going the way. These are actually pretty large minions coming out from Jump Float's side. Death Rattle probably going to come down to it. Oh, that's a very favorable trade, but all right, not bad. Just get hit for sure. That's pretty nice stabilization for Itachi. I don't think he's mad about that in any sense.
Oh no. Oh, 2 people at 7 now.
Wow. Yeah. Smacked.
This Blackthorn, pretty good with the Quillbors, but this game looks like I don't know what's going on the board. I don't think I've seen it yet, but
No, yeah. Maybe he hasn't been able to find, that the really snowball the Quilboars just yet. Could be having a little blood gem generation because yeah, the passive Tavern Up gives you 2, but if you can't find, Sunbake and Relaxers or anything else to really, Banner Boars to give you anything, then you're kind of stuck in an awkward position.
Exactly.
Itachi does find a Banner Boar and is going to be able to play that onto the Divine Shield minion. I love giving these to the Wind Fury.
Yeah,
That is
perfect.
a big unstable elemental.
That was huge.
Early on, too, this could speak disaster for the letter W.
Yeah, totally could. I mean, that Hogger he had was nice, but maybe it just didn't find anything. It's not guaranteed to scale.
No, definitely not. Not unless you want to start buying pirates. But at that point, if you don't get Flat Tusk, I mean, that's really where Hogger does its best. Oh, wow. Okay. Very strong.
Okay, so yeah, definitely, it definitely did find some nice pirates. Okay,
Yeah.
wow, that's a huge board.
I mean, if Itachi doesn't clean this up, there's a chance
Yeah.
he gets smashed.
There definitely is. With the flat tusk surviving its hit.
Yeah. And I mean, we still have Bonker is still alive.
Jeez. All right.
All right. Well, there goes 5 gone. So Itachi's not dead, but man, this is going to be a
Yeah,
huge
one
hit.
hit. I think that's what 19.
Yeah. That last trade just saved Itachi.
A really close lobby now all of a sudden.
I mean, yeah, from 5 or 4 down is 14, 13, 7, 7, 4.
Yeah.
People are dying here. And actually, Itachi is going into Lemur.
Teammates. Wow, they're gonna
yeah.
really grab this.
This is brutal, but I mean, unless you can force a tie here, someone's getting sent home.
Yeah.
Oh, we find the triple.
I think Lemur is the stronger one of them, and I hope to see him come with the victory.
Yeah, Itachi's build right now, even though he did have the unstable and buffing it, it's so difficult to do anything. There's the Agam.
Yeah, finds the Agam, but no blood gems anymore.
No blood gems. I guess the Agam will generate some off of the
That is true. Actually. Yeah, that is true.
profit of the board, but I mean, I think it's a little too late.
Yeah.
You could also stick this. Oh, he sells the banner boar. I was gonna say you could actually stick it beside the banner boar.
Would have given up on the pair.
Yeah, I don't know if that beast pair is really carrying much right now. I guess it does give additional buffs across the board, but yeah, that banner boy sell is interesting.
He's definitely trying to get the win here. It looks like.
Oh yeah, I mean, he doesn't want to go home. But
I mean, Lemur definitely looks stronger on paper here.
Yeah, he does the double banner boar, ground shaker, bonker going off. Troublemaker does his job. He kills Itachi's biggest minion. Another frenzy proc there.
Actually, there's some value trades going on though.
Okay.
Definitely.
I mean, we have a chance here.
Oh my god.
Oh, no way.
Oh, they did it. They did it.
Did it. Hey, there you go. Congratulations, teammate. We do see someone dying. Jump Float getting hit by 23 from the letter W.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that Gendis we just saw 2 turns ago.
Yeah. Putting Itachi to 4 and then smacking Millhouse. So Itachi does get the ghost this turn and use it to level. I do like that. Take it when you can, but he's got to be careful because Millhouse just went out.
Yeah, I don't know how weak this Millhouse even is, though.
Yeah,
wow,
I mean,
Millhouse actually took exactly
17
over 2 turns.
Wow, yeah, exactly the 30.
Ended on -5, so not actually 40 to 0 like that, but still a painful sight.
Yeah, everyone's kind of, other than these top 3 guys, but Lil Nanko got hit twice, it looks like. So Yogg and Yogg and Rafam looking very strong right now.
The From Rafam, I think, is the strongest right now on a 3-win streak, dealing a nice.
Oh
consistent
no,
damage.
no, you're Agam. The Agam.
Oh,
Oh.
we get to play the blood gem.
After this
Oh,
round, we'll
man.
flip over to blue.
Perfect. Oh, that poison hit was actually perfect for Itachi. Hits the divine shield and still leaves a minion up to trade. These trades are going pretty nice, but we have to kill the Agam. I think Death Rattle's going to do it in again.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah.
That hurts. Oh wow. Actually, Mr. Incredible just killed Lilnenko.
Wow.
people
Wow. 3 people.
Lemur,
Oh my
Itachi,
goodness.
and-
4. Yeah, 3 people this round. That's right.
The
Itachi,
teammates have
Lemur.
tied just to fall.
Wow.
Just in time. Who are you viewing? Blue?
I'm gonna go in on Mr. Incredible.
Okay.
Wow, that was insane.
Really something. So both of the F2L players are out. Lemur and Itachi. We have Jump Float out from the Bounty Hunters and Lilnenko out from Concedure Match, which means that actually both of the Lemurs are still in.
Yeah, both of the lemurs still in. Bob's Bounty Hunters for Andraste, and then the letter W is still kicking in for F2L.
Concedure
Yes.
Match.
Concedure match.
Yeah. Over here, Eskazamarak, a nice kind of menagerie Quill War-ish hybrid board. Gold Ground Shaker is really the carry of this comp.
Yeah, I think
Also the
Menagerie
back
is the best way to go with Quillbores now.
You think? With
Yeah.
Ground Shaker or with the Agam?
I think with Agam, definitely.
Oh wow, these are big.
Oh, those are large and in charge.
Yeah, this Ginny, I guess, ended up working out.
Yeah,
And Agam, Mithrax, Lightfang. I mean, it is a menagerie, but the gold supply of Ginny is huge.
looks like a Menagerie on in Drosty's side as well. Yeah. Oh boy,
So-
that is Ice Block, right?
Maybe the 4 gas coil summons. So we could see a miracle here. There's a boat.
Oh, a boat.
First position though, not gonna actually.
No.
No Eliza, nothing like that. So Andraste is. Well, it's gonna be a ice block pop. So
Yeah.
one more chance at this.
Yeah, hopefully can sneak into a third with this Ice Block. Mr. Incredible is pretty much all he's looking to do there.
Yeah.
See
And-
if between letter W
Yeah. we'll see what
and
happens.
Lee, if anybody went down, which I
Nope,
mean,
they tied.
wow,
Wow.
that is not good for Mr. Incredible.
No, it's not. Can't find another ice block because of the nerf, so really needs to actually go all in this turn.
Yeah,
Can't have this buff slot anymore. When's Toxfin?
no Murloc.
Ooh.
Oh wow, okay,
What?
yeah.
This is his
Um,
teammate.
Oh,
But I wonder if he's just saying goodnight or
yeah, he's selling board. Okay, yeah. So yeah, what he's doing here is he's just conceding it over to Lemur or Lee because Lee is going to have the better chance of continuing on with the health total that he has.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
love just playing a Toxfin and nothing else. Just lone Toxfin against the world. Don't even hero power.
Avenge.
Okay, Stick Trap, do it. Okay, Avenge, yeah. Avenge for your... That's pretty funny.
I
This is-
wonder. I mean, there's always the chance that they could have gotten a tie, but I wonder if just.
Oh.
Oh,
Did-
I see. So it lets Lee kind of have this nice little pivot turn where he's just getting a lot of poisons.
Right. Oh, that's actually super smart.
Oh, yeah, Lee's gonna have a really good shot at first place now, but Mr. Incredible tying for third here, third, fourth,
Hey.
when it wasn't guaranteed, so hopefully it pays out for them. Definitely a really big risk, but could pay out very well.
Yeah, so that is going to be Andraste leaving as well.
Yep. So now we're left to our top two. Uh, we have Lee, who never added me.
He should not add me either.
What an alpha.
Yeah. I guess we will have to jump in on
Who is it?
it's not Mr. Incredible. He
Letter
is
W.
Letter W, who does not have me either.
Do have him.
Perfect. All right. Well, we'll stay with you because these guys
Um,
they forgot to add me, I guess.
So, Gold Boar. So yeah, I mean, the Reform did actually transition the poisons to try to deal with this, but I mean, all these minions are so big themselves, especially with the Divine Shield taunt, that the Reform actually does need to find more than what he had before to be able to win this.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if there's enough poisons in the world to get through the letter W's board
Yeah.
right now. Um,
We'll have to see. I count 1, 2, 3 poisons. One of them has Divine Shield.
oh, we popped the Divine Shields on both sides, depending where. That's a really good hit.
This Wildfire, the Overkill is not enough. But I mean, I guess it's.
That's
Guess
a
it
value
does
trait.
it.
That's
Wow.
yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
You know, letter W had a 62% chance to win that actually.
Wow. Nothing
So
like getting high rolled.
love getting high rolled. So I guess the sacrifice does pay off. So Lemur is coming out top on game 1 with their titular player Lee taking first, and then Mr. Incredible getting 3rd/4th for off the top of my head 6.5 points. So that's 16.5 points, which is huge.
Yeah. That is a very great start for Lemurs, who I think was everybody's favorites coming into even the very first stream. I think everyone saw Lemurs and knew these guys came for business.
Absolutely, they've been dominating the season. I mean, they did, I believe, have the highest point total.
Oh
No
yeah.
surprise. And they had a little 2-week hiatus, and now they're coming back and reminding everyone who the real boss is. Don't forget about us.
We may all jump off a cliff, but we're still here. Good old Lemurs.
So, yeah, I mean, I think we saw way than enough Quillbores to have them be falling out of the meta that game. I mean, everyone was running them, more or less.
Did you guys? Go ahead, Gordon.
No, I was just saying we didn't really see. I guess the Quillbores that everybody has been, the reason for the nerfs. I'm very surprised. There was a lot of early knockouts. That was actually a very fast round.
Yeah. I'm excited to see the game too. I hope that the other people can come back for revenge against these lemurs. Don't want them running away too easily.
No. It'll be interesting to see the hero. I mean, the hero's really determined. I feel lately it's very hero based. So meaning whatever hero you get, probably why you're going to do well. Typically, you can just force the exact same lineups with any hero and not get the same results, but heroes that are able to cheat gold, like Maiev and Barov, things like that, have been seeing a lot of up play. Omu as well.
Yeah.
I actually find Omu to be very interesting because I feel that in these matchups, like in these lobbies, Omu doesn't do as well as the statistics show, simply because I mean, you saw people getting hit for quite a bit, and really not able to do a ton. And Omu, I mean, obviously likes to kind of greedy level up.
Mm-hmm.
So in leveling up, you leave yourself open unless you have a decently statted board in the early game.
What I will say though is, I mean, the lemurs actually they both power leveled that game.
Mm-hmm.
We had that naked board as Zamorak go to 4 on turn, what is it, 5, I think.
Yeah.
Same with the Rafam, who was on tier 5 by turn 7, tripled into that. I think it was Flat Tusk, and I mean they both took top 4. So
Because that's the question I was going to ask you guys. Is like Mr. Incredible would pretty much had that blank board. That was just all them just saying, "Heck with it! I'm just going to the sky."
yeah,
It's interesting.
It worked out, so
Yeah, especially on the great Asmarak with Ice Block in the game, you basically have a mulligan round where you're not too worried. Obviously, if you don't find your Ice Block, you're in a world of trouble. But I think 4 and 5 drops are so strong right now that the strat of just getting to 5 or even 4 and finding your golden is unfortunately the way things are going.
yeah, super fast meta, just power level, get your big drops, and just scale harder than
Which-
everyone else.
Yeah, which is kind of how it was when BGs first came out.
Yeah,
And we've kind of pivoted back to that now.
yeah.
So it looks like we might be starting in a couple seconds here. People are readying up. So
Got that ready. Check. Yep. Written
yeah,
on
seven out of 8.
Might just be Andrasty waiting on his own. Sometimes you don't hit your own button.
I see lemurs missing, and
That's lemur
BB Bat?
and
I think it's BV Bat that we don't. Oh no, that's not. He's not in this game. It's Mr. Incredible. I'm making up things.
Lemurs is there. It is
Letter W.
yeah.
Nenko.
letter W is put his letter W. Oh no,
Yeah.
Lil Nenko put letter W. So
Yeah. Just to
I think
confuse us.
Nenko always readies up for letter W. I don't know why that is. but-
All he does is win, win, win.
maybe he doesn't have Discord open while he's playing. That's fine. I think who we're missing is Lemur.
yeah, I think it's
THL lemur and
Yeah.
jump. No jump floats there. Gosh.
Yeah, just Lemur. It's all right. A little bit of a 5-minute break there.
yeah. Take your time.
Letter W is Edwards, right?
I do not know. Could be. We might be missing more then, but
Mr. Incredible's not there either, so it's
that might
THL
be
lemur and Mr. Incredible,
yeah.
or
All
unless
right.
Mr. Incredible's L.E. Edwards, one of the two. Anyway,
Anyway,
we digress. So the just to revisit the round 1, we've had Jump Float at 8, Itachi at 7, Lemur at 6, Lil Nenko at 5, and Mr. Incredible at 4, Andrasty at 3, and then we had the letter W at 2, and Lee at 1.
Okay, so I believe they're loading in now.
We'll spectate Corden first.
Awesome.
woo. All right, I do have Lee's now, so let's jump in on
Perfect.
the number 1 there.
What will I go on?
All right, so Lee is getting the ever controversial Hook Tusk.
Ooh, I love
Yeah.
this. And when it's not trash.
What do you feel about them bringing Hook Tusk back?
I think it's actually in a good spot with the only 2 option Discover. Like, it was just a crazy game over at just pure Discover way back in the day. But I think it's actually pretty fair now. It's still stronger than average, but I don't think it's anything too crazy. Also very fun.
You're back. Come
Yeah,
tell us
it's
your
extremely
story.
fun, especially with tokens in the game. I wonder, we don't have beast, so we do block, so I think that's fine. Wow, I'm gonna immediately use that hero power. Refreshing's not the worst here.
What was the hero power on?
The red whelp.
Interesting.
Yeah. Actually, who is he against? He is against Mr. Incredible. So they're probably both holding here.
Yeah.
Quick
And
rundown. We are missing.
Lemur over here gets a nice start on Vol'jin where he gets to swap with the homunculus.
Nice. Yeah, that's the start where you get to get a minion and then swap it with the best minion with dodging the 2 health battle cry.
Especially if you can get like the Murloc or something. That
Yeah.
is a good opening. We have a Lord Barov. That's one of my favorite heroes.
Oh, I love
I feel like
Barov because it's
good
such a
Barov
mind
control,
game.
yeah. It's a whole new layer to Battlegrounds, and you can get super rewarded.
Oh yeah, like you want to talk about power leveling. Let's talk about 3 gold a turn if you have the way to do it. So in this match right now, we are going to be missing mechs, pirates, and beasts.
Yeah. So we
So-
have, I mean, for just big numbers, I mean, we have all the other traits, right? Quillboars, Elementals, Murlocs, Dragons. They're all known for just being big.
Yeah.
And even demons could be played like that too. So we're just
Yeah.
missing a lot of stats here.
Yeah, this might be a quick one too. And we do have, like, looking at the heroes right now, some very, very strong heroes. Barov, as we alluded to. We do have the Omu in the lobby.
Even
Reno is
like,
Reno, yeah.
so, and even the Jandis can do something similar if you find
Yeah.
it would have to be the Murloc Tidehunter, but if you can find one of those, just bounce it, get your really early 6-drop, high roll that, and it could be game over there. So you could play similarly with that hero too. All of these.
Lee has been abusing this hero power early on. Maybe looking to tavern up and buy the Sun Bacon to sell it early. Yeah, that's what we're gonna go with here.
What is the Wrathweaver? Interesting. Freezes the Acolyte.
Just wants the pair, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially being able to hero power into a lower tavern. You're pretty guaranteed to get that acolyte. And man, I mean, Jump Float wants to do damage. Picked two generation just to guarantee himself to the win, but
Zazkazam mate. Wow.
yeah. Well, pow.
So Lemur here actually found a pretty cool Quillboar shop with the Road Boar and the Tough Tusk.
Oh, awesome.
So he can actually start getting this Tough Tusk to start winning some fights early.
It looks like he hero. Did he swap the 1 full? What did he swap that with?
I got nerfed.
It got nerfed. Good call. Thank you. See, I'm still playing of the old days. Lee has hit a Quillboar tavern of its own and
Oh, wow.
buying a couple Sun Bacon relaxers.
I know a lot of them. Wow.
Sitting on 2 pairs as well. So still sitting at tier 1.
I know, interesting. I see everyone be on at least tier 2 by the turn 4, but
So there is a strategy when I don't know if Lee will be going for this, but I've seen it on a couple streams where you get the Wrathweavers and you stay on 1 or 2, and then you just constantly buff them because that's where all the low value demons are.
yeah, I remember that. Back
Yeah.
just release. I remember that just being a thing. So I mean, I'd be excited to see that blast from the past.
Yeah, and it also is able to get you selfless heroes, and Ghoul is also at 2 as well. So you're
Yeah.
not too worried. And I mean, here we do see 2 demons in the shop. Another blood gem picked up, but we are going to level and double buy. So might stay on 2, but I do not know. We'll have to see what Lee does. But staying at 1 for that long?
Yeah, I think he might want to stay on 2 for a while. I think that could
Yeah.
because he was committed to these Wrathweavers. I mean, we saw him going out of the way to get them, and then
So is he holding for a golden here? Or is he's
it's
against his
his
teammate
teammate?
again? Yeah, it's his
Yeah.
teammate again. It's
Wow,
almost
that's
so.
actually really lucky playing your
Yeah.
team so many times I've seen.
After this one,
Yeah, I
we'll
guess-
we'll go over to blue.
Very nice. All right, let's
It's
see.
getting to level really fast because of that too.
And that's what being able to go up against your like this is twice now that they've gone against each other. Unfortunately, it was the very first, so Olmu didn't get to abuse that hero power, but it looks like we are going to be taking a little damage from our teammate here. Not the worst in the world. It's probably better that Lee takes the damage. I think he's in a bit of a stronger position, but if he does want to go for these Wrath Weavers,
Yeah, like being a
ooh,
24
triple.
to get them off is not actually
No.
the ideal.
But we will be looking at what Lemur is doing on your screen.
Yeah, a lot of blood gems here. Finds that nice little demon. Plus Soul Devourer gets to pick up the Arm of the Empire. Ooh, yeah, you could swap this with actually.
Ooh, yeah, very nice.
Yep, very, very smart play.
I kind of. Yeah, okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
No, I like it a lot.
Have you seen the Vol'jin with the I don't know the name of the I'm gonna look it up right now. The Quillbore that is the bristleback brute. So that's the
Oh, is that the one that gets +3/+3? On the
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you
So have you seen what happens with the Vol'jin hero power with it?
not I haven't seen anything about it, but
No.
like I can
So poor lemur. Says he's drafting. Poor guy. No, buddy, you got this. You're fine. You're doing great. There you go. So what the Vol'jin hero power can do is if you put them on the bristleback, you can actually end up swapping the entire stats over to another minion.
Yeah.
But then the blood gems are still on the bristleback because they don't transfer, obviously. So then you cult, you neophyte cult the Quillbore that allows it to tear it off, and you play those soul gems or blood gems on a different minion.
Wow.
So you essentially are getting, your blood gems are just astronomical in the late game. I watched someone do it on a whirlwind elemental, an unstable elemental. It was disgusting.
Yeah, I think I had a game recently where I could have done that, and that didn't occur to me.
Yeah, it's an interesting way.
Yeah, that's really smart.
Yeah.
Let me tell Lemur real quick.
Yeah, yeah, real fast. Let's a little insider knowledge. So let's. You might see it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
oh,
Totally. Okay.
like it. Get it out there. Although you could have bought the
Yeah,
soul.
having that.
Oh, freeze, baby.
Oh.
Oh no, you don't have time. You don't have time, Lemur.
No.
Don't play it. Okay. Whew.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think this would have been a win anyways. So yeah, Lemur or not Lemur, Lee, is doing what I thought he would in his power leveling to try to find a Mal'Ganis, given that he took so much damage.
Yeah, and did find the Golden Wrathweaver not too long ago, and does get the Void Walker, which I think is probably the most beneficial thing there. So,
this could still be a tie if the hits go right.
yeah, Sun.
Ooh, yeah, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
Yep,
there it is. Nice.
There's the tie. So yeah, didn't even need to play the triple. Unfortunately, that means you don't get to punish Lee, because it would have more than likely been a win with this. But
Look at Lemur saying that he's drowning. Guys in first place. Come on.
yeah, wow. Yeah, what does this talk about?
What is this? What is this garbage?
He's drowning and winning. That's what he's doing.
Drowning in victory.
Yes. Winning.
I mean, it doesn't really matter where these buffs go because you can always just swap with Vol'jin, and that's why I'm just in love with this character. I think there's so much play that you can this Wildfire could absolutely wreck.
Yeah.
The only thing that I think I'm having. Oh, we gonna roll? All right. Is the fact that we don't have anything scaling extremely heavily. Bannerboard really isn't going to be doing all that much this game with no Quillbores out. I would love for him to find a Bristleback and do that little strat we were talking about earlier. Coming in
My
the miss.
question is, why
Ooh.
is the plural of Quillbore just Quillbore?
What's that?
Why is the plural of Quillbore just still Quillbore?
Quillbore is. Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it?
That's
I haven't
weird.
found any Quillbore. Or is that just like a singular? Huh.
Any English
No,
majors out there?
Is it Quillbores?
Well, I'm looking at the flavored, or not the flavor text, the card text of Bannerboar, and it says play a blood gem on adjacent Quillbore.
Right, but that could be adjacent Quillbore, as in because adjacent already describes beside, so
Yeah.
and it has to be Quillbore. I don't know. It's interesting. Nah, it's got to be an S in there, right? Somebody help us. I'm triggered.
I don't know.
I don't know. I English. Oh no.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's why'd you have to point that out to me, man?
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Necrolite. What has blood gems? This has some blood gems.
I'm
This has
telling
some
you,
blood-
man, he's got to do that. He's got to find it. This is his chance.
Oh, I know. Come on, lemur.
There's not many blood gems out there, though, as you said.
Yeah. I know.
Coming into Barov. Wonder what type of turn Barov's been having. He's up there at the top. What is he at? He's
Yeah.
at Tavern 5, so Andrasti's probably been winning some gold.
5-8. Stop something with the 5-8. Stop this with the 5-8. No.
Ooh.
Missed.
That's rough.
Oh, that's Tralga.
That's Charlie.
That's
And-
Flattusk.
Oh, man. Andrasti is strong.
Yeah, wow.
And he's got the poison Murloc, too.
Yeah, well, this is insane.
Okay, well, saved us a little bit of damage there.
Oh yeah, okay. So
Wow.
honestly, almost an optimal loss. But
That
Lima's
was-
definitely sweating after that for Omu. Really dealing a lot to Itachi there on 6
Wow,
and
yeah.
15.
I'm actually sitting on Itachi right now, and yeah, Omu
Yeah, gonna
going
have
for
to-
a bit of a menagerie, but
gets to play the ghost, but
Lil
needs to find a
Nako.
hero power like next turn basically.
yeah, Lil Nako gets knocked out.
Fortunate. So we're gonna see Lemur go against Lee again, which just happened a few turns ago.
Yeah, so the last time when we left, we saw Lee had the demons. So curious to see if he's found that Mal'Ganis yet and was able to leverage that health total. Just took 8, so probably has, honestly.
I think he has, because last time we played him, he already had 2 triples. And he's still
Oh, geez, okay, then might not have. Yeah,
taking
still.
8 from Ticketus as well means that this Wrathweaver actually won't be that much bigger than it was before. However,
No.
Lemur himself honestly hasn't scaled that much because he took a while on the 4th tier. So he's just been, playing like Battle Cries and whatnot, but nothing like Charles or
Yeah.
Tusk or Flat Tusk.
We'll switch
Yeah,
over to
nothing-
Corridon after this.
Cool. Yeah, nothing amazingly strong. And I mean, Lemur's got a decent board, but even if that Veilweaver hasn't scaled up much, it's still going to be big enough to take a couple trades here. We'll have to see. Yeah, it's a 20.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
okay.
gold. So this brute just happened.
It
and-
must have. And yeah, here come the Divine
Somehow-
Shields.
Already has a lot of blood gem stats. Does kill a champion.
I mean, the good thing for Lemur here is that he's not taking lethal, but he's getting set down to 10, and That is
Ooh,
going to be.
Hachi, whoa.
Ooh.
Back to the ghost. Things
Yeah.
are happening for these people.
Yeah, that's really rough. Um, always got to be careful with the ghosts, obviously. I was on Itachi, so give me one quick second to swap. I am now on Andraste. Yeah, the ghosts, I mean, dying and then killing people, it's been a thing. So wow, Andraste is yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I'll
doing the stuff.
Ooh, found the I forgot the name already.
Agam.
Agam. Agam.
I've kind of liked just playing the Gar, maybe.
Yeah. You definitely want to have, if you're gonna actually commit to this Agam, it'd be nice to have something else.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't want to lose his buff
Another
slot
guard.
yet.
Nice.
Another Gar.
Some bacon.
Bacon.
Suppose.
You got to be careful though. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
overdrawing now.
Yeah. Silly.
Just play all these out of your hand, and then yeah, and then do stuff. Actually, I just realized how broken Barov is with Flat Tusk.
Oh, with the coins and everything.
Yeah, I like that is silly. It's a guaranteed blood gem, I guess, if you win your bet. Did have to bet between Lee and I couldn't see who the last one was very quickly, but we're into Letter W here, who going for like a Harbinger. Pretty good board with the Divine Shields hitting the poison.
Yeah, absolutely. That's also another good hit right there. So
Yeah.
Mama.
Oh, that needed to happen.
So we'll see what this spawns. Oh, not enough.
Oh,
But
just shy.
take the small loss. And yeah, Lemur over here did fall this turn to Mr. Incredible. And, surprise, surprise, I believe we have another double Lemur top.
We
four.
do. Andraste with Bob's Bouncers, the letter W fighting back, and
the
Lee
same
and
top four as last game.
it is. Yeah.
Okay. I like
it
that.
Andraste is. I'm interested to see why he hasn't fit another Quilboar in. I think that Charlie needs to go personally.
Yeah.
I don't think giving blood gems to your entire board really matters now. It is technically I guess a 2/2 buff with the Agam on the board, but
Yeah, I think with that the what is it, the Great Boar, Armageddon or whatever.
yeah.
It's not actually that insane the later you get into the game, especially with like poison on everything.
All right. Let's see how this APM goes. We are gonna keep
Yeah.
buffing. Yeah, and we have this. We're only gonna roll on 2 for the Amalgadon. I mean,
That's pretty good.
and he used the Toxfin earlier, actually, in the turn that he had when he had this Amalgadon in the hand. So,
Well, I would personally like to see him find Toxfin.
yeah. Oh wow. I mean, Mr. Incredible is just as strong.
Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty close
Those
fight.
are some good trades for
Oh
Andraste.
my goodness! This is
Wow.
a good
This is robbery.
Over here, Letter W himself is taking up his end of the deal, punishing these lemurs, and I think they're actually going to fall to 3 and 4 here.
Yeah, both of them getting smacked.
Ooh, there's that Great Boar, but I don't think you need it right now.
No, I really do hope that he gets rid of this Charlie here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I guess he's gonna try and fix.
Yeah, you want to take the.
Yeah, you gotta fix your Amalgadon here.
Yeah, so Letter W over here is a Light Fang comp, and he does have Gold Self as hero. He does have a Divine Shield, Poison, Amalgadon. He has some other big minions, so.
And no Mexen, so he actually can't taunt that. Neither of them can taunt the Amalgadon, so.
This Windfury actually might be a handicap over on the Letter W side, because he might not just die in the same turn and can't refresh with a Divine Shield.
Right. Yeah. No. Exactly. Andraste just kind of rolling. Does finally sell that. There's the Toxvin.
So what's he gonna end on? Hopefully he can find a Selfless here or something. He has some gold to roll with.
Yeah, he's got to go fast though. He's running out of time, and I mean, you can taunt up this Amalgadon now. Maybe you just taunt up your poison. It doesn't taunt up the Amalgadon. Wow. Okay.
Interesting. I mean, I understand that. I think that you can expect that letter W is running some sort of like Divine Shield popper.
Oof. Doesn't get the blood gems. Floats 2
Yeah.
gold. Too many decisions on the side of Andraste, and it might bear. Oh boy, that's a bad hit.
He at least has health to work with. That's what he has in his favor. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not gonna fall in one turn most of the time. And I mean,
Wow, this poison is actually going to do very well.
you're gonna have a lot. Killing off everyone.
Oh, Death Rattle.
Good
No.
lord, so it is gonna be a little bit of damage.
Wow. Bang.
You know, he can tank another one of those and still be breathing.
Yeah, they were very, very tight matches. I really think Andraste just needs to go here. He just get rid of that Argus and start looking for. I mean, what are we even looking for now?
We need stuff like Selfless Hero, maybe Ghoul. I mean, yeah, the Ghoul will slightly benefit him, I believe, but
I think
maybe not worth picking up.
Google needs to be a little further back, but this because when the selfless dies, you need the ghoul to hit after. But
Yeah,
a 50-50 on the
there's a Deadly Sword. I mean, that's better than anything else.
yeah. I mean I guess that's what you're ending on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, buy it, then bet on yourself, my friend. Always bet on yourself. He's gonna start playing these blood gems.
Yeah, please. Hater Legends.
Interesting, please.
I wonder if he's on a mobile or something.
It could be, but
Like,
man,
more time than he needs to.
the fact that did he see Divine Shield taunt? We did, but there wasn't poison, so maybe this makes sense.
Yeah, no poisoned actually. Magadon's not taunted. So,
Oh man.
but Nadina, it's a bunch of big minions trading over here. It didn't even go on the spore though. That's how the spores can be bad. And then, yeah,
That is
oh my
that's
God.
game.
Right, totally. So, congrats to letter W taking the first place in game 2.
Yeah, Andraste's build, I mean, I think he had it if he fit in additional minions that could have benefited from the Agam buffs.
Yeah.
He really was only buffing 2 minions, and he had so
Yep.
many Quillbores that it was never guaranteed to hit the same minion. So his buffs were kind of spread across like 3 or 4 different Quillbores.
That's exactly, and it loses so much value on the Murlocs too when you don't actually care about their attack stat. Second place is still more than okay, especially 2 top 4s. So
Yeah, no, I mean, Lee did incredibly well for himself there. Same with Mr. Incredible. But the letter W, I think got what did he get?
he got a second and another
A second and a first. So I mean, wow.
I mean, yeah, that's wonderful.
That's probably going to be, yeah, he's going to be the lobby winner
Yeah,
for the week for Concede Your Match. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's really good too, with Little Nenko pulling 4 points, which is very uncharacteristic from Nenko.
so
W definitely got some points keeping Concede Your Match into the conversation here.
absolutely. Although, was it 29.5 coming in for the Lemurs is still way more than
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
than 22. So
Yeah.
they're in first place by a long shot. The bounty hunters have how much? Jump Float got
He had an 8. think he went out.
And then a 5th tied with 6, which is 3.5, so 4.5. And Andraste got 14.5. So actually they have 19.5, which is only a little bit behind
Yeah.
the lemurs, or not the lemurs, the concedure match. And then F2L has 5 and 7, so only 12. So a little bit to go. 10 points behind second,
Yeah.
but
I
like
mean,
17 points behind first. I mean, that the lemurs showed up tonight for sure.
yeah, I mean that's going to be the team to chase right now. We'll have to see how Sunday does roll out, just because. I mean that's kind of where it all depends. Your teammates on the other side, so we'll have to see if BV Bat and J Crick can really solidify the Lemurs lead, or if anybody else is going to be able to sneak up the back and do a little catching up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think they can though. I think they're definitely more than proving themselves.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
So that about wraps up our battlegrounds for at least tonight until Sunday. So it's going to be an exciting Sunday. So want to thank Blue Sombrero for chipping in on a Friday. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
So-
man. Thanks
No
for
problem.
coming out.
Absolutely. Got to switch it up a bit.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're gonna flip over to our final match for the evening. It's gonna be Ron Mexico or Dollar Ron Mexico.
Alarani,
Yeah, something like that. Versus Isocles there.
man of the people.
So yeah. Fish, you
Yeah,
around,
no.
dude?
I am
Yeah.
happy that this match is still happening. There was a chance of a cancellation, but it looks like everything is working out.
Yep.
Isocles and Ron are going at it in Hero right now. So a little different than what we saw in Wild. This is last hero standing. So instead of the Conquest format, win with a deck, you stay on the deck, and your opponent actually loses their defeating deck.
That's right. And I finally got banned, so they are ready to rumble whenever you guys are ready to
go,
evaluate.
man.
So they got
I mean,
Ron's sorry, Isocles' Priest is banned with Ron's thingy banned. Paladin.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, Isocles is actually on my hero team, so I kind of knew what he was planning going into this match anyway. He pretty much always had, actually, funny enough, he literally called Ron's decks in our before rollover, whatever. He goes, Ron is bringing Hunter, Mage, Paladin, Rogue. I am banning Paladin. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And it was
that is it.
exactly that. It worked exactly like that. So
GG, man of the people.
yeah. But I understand from Ron, he probably has a bit more of an aggressive style in the Hunter, obviously, but in Paladin and Rogue as well. I know Priest does very well into the ever popular Libram Paladins, which is
Yep.
coming back. And if that's a poison rogue, I mean, Priest just has so much friggin' healing. It's outrageous.
So whenever you guys are ready to go, we're gonna, for our viewers, we got Ron Mexico on the first to spectate / on the bottom, and we got Isocles on the top. And Ron did have something to say, saying my Rexar, Jaina, and Valera crew are getting antsy. They want to fight. So
Yes.
we will get them going.
We're waiting for eyeballs here, Ronnie. It's not on us. It's on you, baby. Let's go.
We must appease Rexar.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see what he leads out with. I know not having the Hunter or Mage from Isocles, I think that's what the Hunter bring was probably trying to go after more. So with no Mage, I mean, Isocles does have the Warrior, which is very good into aggro board-centric style of decks. As well as, I mean, if that's a Token Druid, Token does extremely well into decks because they really just can't deal with the boards that Token can make, if that's what we see. So, I mean, Isocles, as unbiased as I'm trying to be, I do like his chances here, but Ron is 3-0 undefeated. There's a reason for that. So, we'll have to see how this Hunter bring does for him.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I'm excited to see this matchup. I see where you're coming from, where obviously the hunter is there for mage. There is also a chance it's decent enough into perhaps a token druid. But yeah, I think there is a chance the hunter might struggle to get a win here. But I think with mage and a rogue also there, I think might not even need the hunter.
Okay, so this is a bit of a spicier hunter. Actually runs the Zixor with the Ace Hunter Kreen. So I don't think it's the OTK Leox version, but it's definitely a little bit more of a
Might be a rhino version, perhaps.
interesting, yeah, Tame the Beast. So more of a, I guess, a mid-rangey style of hunter. So could have a good chance here into this paladin, this aggressive paladin that Isocles is still bringing out post Crab Rider nerfs.
Yeah. Ron debating coin Felmaw.
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you have coin Felmaw, it's always probably the play, but getting double Wolpertinger down is pretty good. I mean, this is so difficult, and you do have the play. You have so many plays next turn as well. Your entire hand is so cheap right now, and even if you see this buff Hand of a Doll come down on this Knight of Anointment, it just dies.
Yeah.
I thought my screen was acting up until I found out that Ron had a golden Wolpertinger and a non-golden. So
yeah, I know, right? Like, come on, like consistency, Ron. Come on, we need consistency.
Ron.
We're gonna ask him to craft another golden Wolpertinger. I don't know about that one.
Hey man, come on, it's a common. Come on. All right, so Hand of a Doll is played out. We actually see the Alex for a little bit over the top damage. I think this is where we do see the Felmaw come down and double trade.
No. Yeah.
And Ron does have the Cult Neophyte with the, now a double Righteous Protector in hand. So I might like to see the stickier minions come down here. This full mana usage from Isocles. And now, I mean, Ron can cast. Ooh, tracking at 2. I would never want to see that.
Ew. 3 mana rush a minion in. Quite good.
There he is, Mr. Nerf himself.
Yep.
Actually, is not the worst into this board right now. Isocles could. So Conviction is, you could Conviction now to guarantee the buff on the face damage and then play your Crab Rider in your Righteous Protector, and Crab Rider does trade into the 2/1 very nicely, and Felmaw popping up next turn, but Jeff wants the Blessing, respectable as well.
Yep. Now,
think
this Felmaw might need to hit the minion. As much as you don't want it to.
Yeah. Oh, Overwhelm. Okay. Gets a bit rewarded.
Okay.
See, Zixor Prime. But I mean, Ron is very quickly running out of stuff, and we do see, I think why we saw that Blessing turn is because we see the Alex in hand right now for Isocles, probably going to try and push as much damage as possible early on, and then finish off Ron, because really Hunter is not running any healing cards that I would expect anyway.
Yeah, there's not going to be any healing coming out from this Hunter. I think having tracking is really pretty good for Ron because there's no downside to playing it. Because you want to look for your trampling rhinos. Having a 4/6 Zixor to deal with something that comes down is going to be pretty okay here. With the Hand of a Doll, that minion will still be removed by the Zixor.
It will, but I kind of expect the Righteous Protector to come down after this. Oh wow, no, okay.
He holds it. Okay, yeah. No, I understand what you're saying there completely.
Yeah, it's
We're just gonna press the button.
yes because of the crescents. Oh well, that's very nice to do with the Zixor.
Yeah.
Oh, this is why we held it. Right. We can just Blessings of Authority it now, and you have to kill it.
There's not much ways this hunter can kill it.
Abusive. So is this Monsanto's hunter list that runs the abusive with Samuro?
You know, I have no clue.
Oh, Ace Hunter Kreen's really nice in clearing up.
Actually, pretty good here. Yeah.
Can't. Yeah, can clear here, right?
Yeah.
Popped with Overwhelm.
You can just pop. I mean, you can just pop with the True Aim. But yeah, you probably want to pop with the Over.
Overwhelm deals more, actually. You are right. So yeah, the Crescents. So Kreen Crescent pops it, hits for 6, and then the Overwhelm will clear because of the additional damage from the Zixor.
Well, if you hit, if you hit with it first, everything just kind of dies. The Kreen dies at the end, which is really nice.
Oh right, everything attacks. Oh my, I forgot about that.
Yes, so this is pretty good because it'll allow Ron to deal with the next threat. And now Isocles is down to 15 health.
15, but Ron's got 1 card in his hand.
Sure. But there's probably quite a lot of I wish I knew this list a little better, but it seems I'm wondering if like
which one? The Paladin list?
No, I know what the Paladin list is running. I'm talking about the Hunter list. I don't know Monsanto's list. If this isn't
I think it is. I'm not too sure if it's Monsanto's list or not. I did see Monsanto was running the abusive sergeant, so that's just why I kind of jumped to it right away. But
sure,
it does actually look like it. So Monsanto's list, if it is,
what a top.
Wow, that's filthy for next turn. I mean, I just don't see unless. I mean, we're gonna see a blessing come out, so then it's minion that Ron is gonna have to respect.
Sure. Terran Gorefiend.
Yeah, so Isocles loves Terran. He also plays Eggs in here, so typically when you can Terran and then Egg, you essentially just reset your board yourself.
So he gets the Red Gill, which can clear the minion. Has Blessing with Conviction. Gonna remove there. Gonna play the Terran to draw. There's probably no dragon, but just to get a buff minion back later, right? Gonna go for the buff here. Gonna force the Zixor. If there's a Zixor, he's not gonna expect the prime, and Ron is gonna have to use it, and we'll have 2 left afterwards. So Isocles will go down to 10 here.
Whoa.
No,
okay.
Ron's
setting up a reverse.
Ron is saying you have to kill me.
Well,
I really like this.
So Kodobane in hand is probably going to draw. We've seen 1 tracking, so it's going to draw the additional tracking, and also probably going to draw the other Tame Beast. So could draw a Scavenger Ingenuity as well.
So gonna remove 3 of the things here.
Yeah.
And
boom, crash.
Okay. No discounts, but carryover room still alive. Draws the tracking. That should almost guarantee damage for Ron.
So this deck, it is Monsanto's list I'm looking at. It does not have a lot of over-the-top damage other than in Scrap Shot, which is not going to be drawn.
Oh, he's going to get wife.
Oh yeah, he'll get the wife. That's
but he's just
he's gonna have to hit.
He's gonna have to trade.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mean, Isocles still has the Alex in hand. This is 7.
It's not enough.
And no, he is just shy, and
he's gonna he's actually gonna trade off the minion there.
Yeah.
Which is great because it means that he doesn't have to deal with it later.
Oh, that would have been lethal.
Yeah, that would have been wow and draw. What a heads up play by Ron to remove the minion now.
So in Isocles' mind is he
Hmm.
might have to Alex the 3/7 here. If you Alex the 3/7, you are
Alex the 3/7, you clear the Mancrick, you're hanging
hit.
on with 2 health.
No,
Options.
Because
you know there's no over the top
Well,
damage.
he's gonna
Yeah.
he's gonna go face with it and then play conviction, okay? Gonna clear the
Okay.
Mancrick.
It
Right.
leaves a little more up on the board, but again, I think Isocles kind of knows what Ron has in the sense of over the top damage. Tame Beast is going to be able to just deal with this with the overwhelm. So unfortunately, I don't think Isocles has much more in the deck that is going to be able to push
So
through.
Ron-
There's
and he
a
just- and he just
single
gets a-
trampling rhino left.
Yeah. But I'm thinking Ron spotted the Tame Beast clear here. He's actually just gonna try and clear without having to
Overwhelm
trade much more than the
5.
Mancrick. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just trades in Mancrick and is able to go face for an additional 6, putting Isocles to 10. Isocles
Hammer.
does draw the Naru, so that is a nice taunt in the
Yeah,
way.
he's just dead though with
But-
trampling rhino.
Yes, he is. And Isocles kind of has to know that it's a Rhino in hand.
Options.
Yeah, there's only Wolpertingers other than played, and we've seen both of them from the very beginning. So, and Zixor and the Prime. So,
Yeah. So Isocles just concedes. Ron's Hunter gets through the Paladin.
wow, that is maybe not the hunter that Isocles was expecting. So
Definitely wasn't what I was expecting.
yeah, it could have caught him off guard a little bit, queuing into that paladin. So we'll have to see what Isocles decides to bring back, knowing what he sees. I mean, I think it's warrior, maybe. Indeed, it is.
I want to be a warrior.
I hear the call of the wild.
So there is the scrap shot that we were talking about. That is really the only other over-the-top damage that is in the deck for the Hunter, but they're not really looking to win through face damage as Hunter has been known to do. It's more going for better turns of the breeders and being able to buff up your rhinos and dealing damage that way. Stickier minions, as it would be.
Mm-hmm. Ron's gonna play the Crescent on 1. We've got looks like a Rush Warrior from Isocles, so this is a really good counter cue here for Isocles. Potentially, this is a slightly different Hunter deck. I assume that Rush Warrior is still fine against it because it thrives against board-centric decks.
There must be a way.
Yeah, it's just, and Ron's probably going to have a little bit more of a difficult time removing buffed minions. We do see the conditioning in hand. I think Isocles might be trying to determine if he wants to play Crab Rider here in order to then corrupt the stage dive next turn. Oh, goes for the conditioning, actually. I like that play.
Yeah, really
personally.
good. I actually like that too. Yeah.
Crab
Early
Rider has a little
conditioning.
bit more value. Ooh, True Aim Crescent is not what you want to see right now. But
Yep.
Face Maw comes down as you do, and I mean,
Has the
Good
option to go
turn.
for Crab Rider or Bumper Car here. Gonna
Yeah.
opt for the Bumper Car. Probably doesn't want to play Crab Rider until you're absolutely going to use it. Meanwhile, there is the Scavenger's Ingenuity. Gets a 7/7 Rhino, so that'll be pretty nice later to deal with the bigger minion.
Playmaker. Hey, okay. Draw
that's a
first.
super good draw considering
It's really good, but
considering
I'm
the bumper
thinking
cards.
Isocles might bang down this Warmaul. It is at the end of the day a 2/11.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Filmon coming out, if it absorbs 5, you're fine. But it's still, this is a very strong minion that he has to deal with.
Yes, face Mongo's face. I have no stakes in this. I just like seeing face Mongo face.
So Selective Breeder drawn for Ron can dig for, probably looking for that Rhino. Could be a Zixor. It is a copy of the beast, so it's not like the breeder you see in Face Hunters. This one does discover a copy, so it doesn't pull it out of the deck.
Yes.
So just gonna get extra copies, and he chooses to go with the Rhino.
Pretty good. We're gonna remove the bumper card here with the Thelmoth.
All right, so we do have Playmaker Rider combo. Not really the best right now. Crab Rider can clear this board up very nicely. Can't play it with the Playmaker, so maybe that's what you need to opt, or in a turn or two. Basically, definitely needs to deal with this board sooner rather than later.
Did hover the Sword Eater there.
I don't think that's reactive enough. Yeah, I like this. I think you're able to. Yeah. This clears the board up a lot nicer. But now you're coming into
This does
Rhino
play into
turn.
Rhinos, and he must think he probably knows there's
Yeah.
he doesn't exactly know because of the beasts that were drawn, because they weren't really like, I know for sure what beast is, and we're gonna get, so this will die and more damage will go to Isocles from the Rhino.
And True Crescent. That is.
Yeah, True Crescent
silly.
Rhino's an awesome combo. You draw first, it's a Crab Rider. That can deal with the Rhino if you want.
Gonna have to.
Yeah. And Ron can just throw down the Gnarg if he wants to get a weapon in a couple turns, but he might want to save that because getting down the Sword Eater before the Gnarg is going to be pretty good. So probably just looking at a hero power right here.
Yeah, especially Gnarg being on the board, and then Ron can essentially just wait for it to come out and then rip another Rhino into it. So that's another option for holding the Gnarg back. Another breeder drawn, so I mean, Ron's got a lot. He's not facing the same issue he was in game 1 where he was very low on card draw. He's pretty much got all of it, even gets the Kodo Bane, able to Infestation it, and it's looking not too great for Isocles. No rush minion to play with that Playmaker right now.
Yeah, that was a great draw, but it's not really coming to anything.
Use of Sergeant, so the Blade Master Sergeant combo is active if we choose to use it. I think we might see Rhino hit. Oh, no, you can't because then it dies. So
Well, you could Sergeant the Rhino if you want.
yeah, I was just thinking trying to get a double hit with the Rhino, but your Crescent actually kills the. There's no
Kodo
way
Bane
you
with it
push face
first.
damage with it. You could Kodo it first, then you're putting damage on your Kodo and missing damage. I don't think that's right.
Oh no, I'm saying I'm saying if you hit with the Crescent, Kodo Bane hits first, anyways. So yeah, it would be weird. It would work.
If that's the case, then maybe you do Rhino.
Yeah.
That K doesn't die, and Rhino deals an additional 4. I mean, you're dealing 4 either way.
Exactly.
I think it's fine just to Rhino this. So yeah, no, he's gonna go for the...
He's gonna use the breeder to remove it and then play, and then he's gonna play 4/4 rush, hero power, and then the Marshall Cub. That's really good line there from Ron. Put as much board presence out and kind of like really put a clock on Isocles where he. And it's really bad to play minions here that aren't buffed because the rhinos are there.
Yeah, the pressure
So-
from this deck right now from Ron is just... I mean, Isocles removes the board, and then there's just more pressure the
More
next turn.
boards, yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a Trasher drawn, but Playmaker plus Trasher isn't until next turn, and Isocles might not have that luxury.
Yeah, I think we got to see this Sword Eater come out this turn and try and kill the Kodo, but then you're just lining up another trampling
Another
Rhino to hit
Rhino
your
abuse-
face.
Yeah, Rhino plus Abusive Sergeant would almost all but end the game, if not actually create lethal. Yeah,
Yeah, it's an unfortunate spot for Isocles right now.
it really is. There is a world where you can clear up if you play Tent Trasher.
Yeah, it's a bit of a safer play, but Tent Trasher trading into the 4/4. Yeah, no, I like this a little bit better.
Okay. This should still just be game for Ron though. You go Rhino.
Those are
with-
those are still 5/5 Rhinos. They're not anything
No, but
crazy.
Abusive Sergeant just
Only
puts
pushes
7.
2, and we have 5
pushes
on
2,
board.
5,
So
6. It's very close. You're
it's
right.
close, but it's not
not
quite there
lethal.
yet. So
Yeah, because you can only swing once with the.
can't be counting your chickens before they hatch.
I for some reason thought it would deal a lot more damage. I forgot it's a Rhino attack versus health of minion.
Yeah. So even if you
Yeah, it's
Rhino, it's not dealing damage. It just sticks you with a nice minion. You're pushing additional 5,
exactly.
and then 7, 8. It's difficult, but next turn is not
Yeah.
looking the best. Alex is 1 turn away, and Tent Trasher can come down with the Playmaker,
Mhm.
but Rune.
Yeah,
Okay.
Runtak doesn't do anything.
Nope,
Isocles just finds
yeah.
the lethal. Oh man, this Hunter putting in work for Ron. Isocles
really
down
is.
code 2. He's gonna have to play out the Druid now. That might be his best chance, honestly. If like Token Druid might be able to do quick things to this Hunter, and then it's good into Mage, and then you would just have to win against Rogue. But maybe-
Yeah, we
Depending
have
on what type of deck it is.
Token.
I hear the call.
All
of the
right.
wild.
We got Gibberling Druid or Token Druid, yeah.
So we do have the Felmaw from Ron. That's pretty much always a keep, I think, especially in this like more of aggressive deck. I do like on the side for Isocles that if he keeps the Strong Thought, he doesn't, but he does get the Gibberling with actually some cheaper spells, and Ron actually chucks the Felmaw away. I guess looking for more reactive plays, which Wolpertinger can definitely help with reactions.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I mean, this just looks like such a good turn.
turn.
Like this is just such a strong opening for Isocles that
Yeah, so there was
Ron's like immediately put in. Ron's immediately behind this
he's
game.
behind, but I mean, if Ron finds Overwhelm here, like, oh, yeah, this is
I mean, he will be able to remove most of the minions here, and then it will kind of partially depend on Isocles' draws to see how this converts. Like Ron's not. I guess he's not that far behind, but
nice
he's a little
draw.
behind. He does find the nature studies.
I mean, I think we have the hero power, yeah. So there
Okay.
was the turn that Isocles went off there was a chance he could have waited. but I guess you don't want to get behind with the tokens right now.
Yeah,
Mankrik
now-
gonna come down for Ron.
And yeah,
That's
now
pretty
Mankrik comes down, and
That's the way.
Isocles is there's a potential to draw to at least get an extra
Oh,
card, and
baby,
it's
let's go
almost guaranteed a more. We can't
Drum
see the
roll,
card.
please.
You got it. It was Arbor up, so that's pretty big.
Huh.
Moon touched amulet. I like it. It will very likely get like you can wait and just corrupt it next turn if you want.
Yeah, I mean, it's just was the best card versus
Yeah.
the other two.
He's gonna have to remove the minions here from Ron, and Ron now has I guess there's just kind of a chance for this hunter. Found the Samuro.
Yeah. Doesn't really have a way to activate it just yet without that
Sergeant.
abusive sergeant. So I mean, that's kind of what we're looking for.
Yeah, first adorable infestation blade. All right, looking for a rhino. Gets a rhino. Plays the wolfer.
All right, so you could go for a free nature study here. You get 5 minions with your glowfly.
If you glowfly here, it could turn really bad. If I think Isocles might know there's a Samuro in the deck at this point. So yeah, I think the nature studies is nature studies for free will still allow you to actually play the glowfly.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you wanted to dig first or
True.
find something else, I'm gonna find the second arbor up. All right. Tame Beast and trade. Yes, Samuro is going to come in and be able to clear up
all but one.
4 of these minions. There is going to be an arbor up on the side of Isocles, I think. I don't even think you blink about it.
You don't blink. You just play it.
Yeah. And you need to... I think you want to kill this. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Now, Isocles is in a really good position. Ron has an awkward turn because he can't Tame Beast and play his Rhino. And Isocles actually can go into Innervate Lunar and then... Solar. And
Arbor.
discovered and then Arbor up as well. So
exactly, yeah.
this is an awkward turn for Ron. And I mean, this is where Token just can make so many obnoxious boards that don't get dealt with very nicely.
Yeah. I'm leaning towards going for the Ingenuity because it's very likely you get Zixor.
Yeah, it does hit it.
It's so tough. He's gonna have to play the Zixor here and remove one of the minions. But now Isocles just pops off. He just goes He just goes for the Solar Arbor here.
We get 7. So there was a chance we could actually have done Arbor and Pride this turn. I wonder. No, definitely the Solar is the better one here. This is just a board that is never dealt with.
This is when Ron realizes his hunter is
Samuro's gone. So actually, Samuro is gone.
Samuro was used, yeah.
So
realistically, that could be saved by a Zixor potential.
Zixor's turn away anyway.
Yeah, I know, but this Wrangler can actually find the Prime and buff it up.
Well,
so,
he's
just dead.
He needs to. Yeah, there it is.
Ron realizes there's no way he doesn't have that extra turn give. If he had the turn, it would be sick to get the buff Zixors, but he does not have that. Hunter is out, and this Token Druid is kind of positioned nicely.
It is, but it's going to be a difficult. So now Ron's got the choice between his mage and his rogue, and I mean, I think you got to bring rogue here, depending on what it is. It could be poison, which it's really that race to the finish, and we're going to see the mage actually coming out from Ron.
Sure.
Oh, Shooting Star. I mean, that's a card you definitely want to see in hand right off the bat.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if this is so much an aggressive mull for Incanters, or
you have to go. You kind of have to find flow here. It's not Hold on, this isn't spell mage. This is spell
It's
damage
not spell
mage.
mage. It's spell
It's-
damage mage.
So,
Ron.
this,
I
no,
don't
this is
know.
no, this is a favored matchup for the mage.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Yes.
a Gibberling in hand. There's no more favored matchup.
No, well, the Gibberling's paired with a bunch of 2 and 3 and 5 costs. I think overall it leans more towards the spell damage mage. But you're right, like this match, like the way that things are looking, it can go either way. We'll just have to see obviously how it plays out. Right, Fungal Fortunes for Isocles.
Yeah, it's pretty much a cut down the middle of this matchup right now. The
Oh.
biggest thing is gonna be that draw right there, is the devolving. But devolving on boards like this don't really matter at the end of the day. Probably Ruined or
Instantly picks the Cram Session, draws 2.
Gotta go fast.
All right.
There's
Has an
another
option to pick up. Yeah, goes for the second Cram. I mean, that's a good pickup. I might have considered Netherwind for a split second before picking the Cram. I mean, that's maybe what Ron did.
Oh man, the shooting
But-
star is about to just end brain freezes.
Yeah. And more draw. Who needs flow when you draw 2 Incanters flows? Or draw 2 Cram Sessions?
Now, the good thing for Isocles in this situation is Ron just used a ton of removal. Second Glowfly is in hand, so I don't know how scared you are to rip the second Glowfly. I think you're fine with it. We
Yeah,
do
for sure.
Find Soul.
All right. He's going to go for a Glowfly. He's not going to go for the Glowfly. He's going to
No.
go for a Gibberling turn. Finds Adorable. Does have Thornguard Sentries. See if he gets it.
Hopefully gets a Nature Study.
He does-
so he
he
must
does
have hit.
not.
I guarantee you man, did he really get a 0 mana? He must have hit a 1 mana spell.
He must have
there.
hit a 1 mana or a 0 mana spell. He has 3 0 mana spells in his deck, so it wouldn't be like unheard of.
So this is a bit of an awkward turn for Ron. I mean, Refreshing
Agreed.
Springwater is most likely going to come down, but at the same time, there's not. I mean, Egwin afterwards, but then you're
Yeah.
leaving the board up.
Gets 2 spells. Gets the Fireball. Gonna opt for more draw.
Just
Ruined Orb is a nice pickup.
but the Evolving Missiles really doesn't do anything here.
Yeah, Ron just has to get through these taunts and clear off as many of the Gibberlings as he can.
Another
Probably
shooting star.
just hoping there's no. Honestly, he's just hoping that there's no Solar Arbor, which we see that there's not in hand. But he doesn't know that. He can now kind of figure that out with the double Gibberling play.
Big Lunar.
Yeah, I think Lunar's your best pick. It's playable. I think Isocles might be going for a Soul of the Forest play here, potentially.
He hasn't seen any devolvings. If he does, it's pretty ballsy, but I think maybe he has to try and stick a final board. You could actually solar into a double soul.
Opts to go for it right now, and that last Gibberling won't have the buff on it.
Nah, yeah. I mean, this is just wow, another
Shooting
star.
stars. These shooting stars make it so you don't. That devolving is like.
Well, devolving.
Okay.
Oh, actually misses one there. That's really good for Isocles. But then hits the rest of them. I mean, these shooting stars are absolutely going to destroy this
Yeah.
board. And there's very little cards.
He can opt to I was say he could opt to remove it and actually kill the 2/2 with the other shooting star, but he doesn't want to do that yet.
You got a fungal.
We're gonna see Fungal come out. gets Solar and Pride's Fury, so
I think you just got to keep drawing. Guess the
Just-
weight.
just can't build a board.
I think you got to guess the weight. I mean, you want to be able to play a Glowfly next turn. I think maybe,
Solar guessed the weight. Okay.
yeah, this is going to make the biggest Glowfly board he can next turn.
Purple
You got to
picks
go
more.
more.
There's a very low chance of it being a 1-drop. It should be or 1 or 0. It should be taken in. There's the Arbor up. Lunar, less. He's gonna take a guess because there's a lot of 2-drops in this deck, but a lot of the higher
Actually,
cost cards have been drawn.
I think in that case for Isocles, it wasn't a fact of he wanted it. I think it was or he wanted. He
Or it's
needed
more
it
that
to
he
be lower.
wants. Yeah, he wants it
Yeah.
to be less.
So it being
So if it's
less,
less, it's better.
was better off there for him, and if it was
Exactly.
more, I don't think he cared really.
Exactly, you're right. I should have. Yeah, I thought about it, and that. Yeah, you got it.
There is Solarium Prime and
He's-
Egwin up the yin yang. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's a lot of Egwin the Guardians in here, and Prime drawn costing 8 mana next turn.
So I was gonna say, if we don't remove this, like, how bad are we dead? But we're not very dead.
No, you would be.
Fireball would deal it would deal 10 plus 15, so he definitely
Not-
can't let us survive.
Yeah, he's gonna go for the. He can. I believe he can move it. Yeah, he can. He's gonna. Just
Oh yeah,
gonna
he's
go
just
for the
gonna lunar the other one, and then
probably have to trade face, or he's gonna
I-
play. No, he's
Pride
gonna go for
Fury.
an Arbor. He's gonna go Arbor up here. No, lunar, solar.
it's gonna be a lunar arbor.
Lunar, solar arbor.
Yeah, that is a board.
No, it's just gonna be lunar pride. Sorry, it's gonna be solar pride's fury.
Huh. Just wants more health. Flame strike. I like it actually, because
Yeah,
that
this-
board would still die to flame strike. This is literally almost unkillable.
He drops the prime.
Let's see.
Needs to remove.
Okay,
Snap
that's
freeze.
pretty decent. That is doesn't
Not
draw.
good.
Uh-oh. All right, that's pretty good. Ooh, fire. Or
Combustion's really good here, depending on where it hits. It hits not in a good spot.
does get the ice
And
barrier.
Ron
That's
is
game. That is super game.
no.
He
Oh, it
has
is
an
no.
ar-
Well, it will be game once Isocles plays Arbor up.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
No, but it
It's-
wasn't game otherwise. No, he got ice barrier, so he would have survived.
I'm saying with the arbor up, it's
With the
it's
Arbor up,
game.
he's very dead.
Yeah, it was game. I don't think Isocles was ever not playing this arbor up.
And with
Was just
a
gonna
s-
test the first secret.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Because you can't. He could always test that. He couldn't test for Arbor. He couldn't test Arbor up. And
no,
still.
but I
and
think
and
it's a
still
a
win.
risk you're willing to take, and
Sure.
there goes.
That's why he tested with an attack first.
But the attack doesn't do anything because there's no other spells. Like it just gives you a little information. It could have also been Netherwind Portal that doesn't. prog off of it,
yeah,
so
yeah.
It does give Isocles a little bit more information, but regardless, the Arbor Up has to come down if the information's not there.
Yeah, for sure. Like if he attacks, then there's a possibility to go for if he knows that it's not Iceberry, he just attacks and it's over because he has 23 on board.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Where are we at? We forgot to do the announcement.
Oh my goodness.
What game is this?
It is the
Game.
five best?
Sorry.
Three best.
Sorry.
Two best. How many words? I don't know. Feach is ahead of me.
Two.
as always.
Two best.
Feach is way ahead of me as always.
Sorry.
Um,
I jumped.
The best words in all of Hearthstone, Feach.
No, you give it to me.
But I just
He
I
just-
just
he
gave you a
just batoned it to
softball.
you.
Jesus. All right. Right.
So let's start over again. Okay, so
Sure.
The game hasn't started yet. Isocles is definitely not playing really good cards right now. Feach, what are the best words in all of Hearthstone?
Game 5.
Hey,
There we go. We
got
got there. Pulling
We
teeth.
got there. I'm sorry, everybody.
All right, let's get back
I'm
to this
sorry,
game where
Brushy. I'm
Icicles
sorry, everybody.
Literally just
Winning
wow, Mukla.
on- He's actually just essentially
There's a
winning
Mukla.
on game. On turn. Well, it's not winning exactly, but
I would say Rogue has the best way to deal with this, especially with Penflinger right now.
exact. Yeah, you're right.
Because I mean, Icicles does nothing now,
hmm
and there are Wicked Stabs and more Penflingers. Foxy's not amazing in this situation. I do think Kazakis is going to snap out, but probably go for a 1 mana.
Looking for a few good mustangs. Does go for
Poisonous?
Looks like a. Oh yeah,
You never know. I hate that they don't put the numbers on these ones. It is the 1 mana.
it's the 1 mana. He does not get deal 3. To a
Draw a
minion.
card, maybe. Rush draw a
Plus
card,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well, Prize Fury. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot of health.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way that Ron gets out of this game is Penflingers and oh my god, the
He
Pilferer.
maybe Ron should have shadow stepped the Kazakis.
He could have. I guess it all depends on what he's holding. I mean, Shadow Step is really good with the Foxy and the Tenmu and stuff. So, man, I would just. I mean, personally, I would just slam this Prize Fury. You can trade over into the Kazakis, and then you can just
Yeah.
push an additional 6 to face. I mean, the other option is Mukla is a 5/5, but then you actually give. You know he has a Penflinger, and you don't want to give him spells. All right, well maybe we do.
Very curious as to this play. I think this Prize Fury was definitely
Yeah,
perhaps a better play. I mean,
It's more. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Icicly says about it. Because the Mukla does put 5/5, but the Prize Fury puts on 3/9 of stats. So I suppose this makes a wider board. That would be the only argument I could see
yeah.
for a better Prize Fury next turn, because now you can drop the Marsupial and go into the Prize Fury on turn 5. So maybe that was the argument, that we don't really have a turn 5 play, and that's why we went with this.
So Ron is removing most of the board here. Has to leave the Mukla up.
I wonder, does he Shadow Step this the 1/1 to get the Penflinger back as well? Yeah.
I think he does. All right. Yep.
So I would oh, okay. Well, first we see what we can get there.
Yeah.
Solar Eclipse is very good, and it might change the turn now. Like, oh man. I guess Guidance would be the only other thing. I don't like Pounce. I don't think we need it. Guidance is really the only other thing, but you have Guess the Wait with card draw. Solar can come down next turn with Pride's Fury if we want to do like a.
You don't want to give Rogue a chance to remove this because the Wicked Stab goes to 4 next turn. So I feel like you just want to buff.
We can also actually, you know what? We're probably just gonna Solar Guess the Wait next turn for additional card draw, and even the Mana Feeder is in the hand still. So
Yeah.
all right. So Wicked Stab clears that. I don't know, man. Kazaka's potion gone. See what you get with the draw. Another Shadow Step. Okay.
But what is Shadow Step doing? Like, it's
I
not
mean, you're
doing
probably just
anything.
gonna Penflinger, Shadow Step your 1/1 again to draw another free card, and just try to see what you can fathom. But it's looking pretty dire right now.
Yeah,
Looking for the second Wicked Stab.
Ron's gotta look for second stab. Does he get it? That's the question. He does. Okay, sorry, I'm ruining it. He finds it. My deck tracker ruins everything.
Gets second wicked stab and survives for at least one more turn.
Yeah. He will have a chance here, potentially.
Nope. +4 to the board is 9. Just shy. Man.
Yeah. You still probably play it anyways. Because you just how is Ron gonna clear it? And if Ron goes for Cult Neophyte next, if Ron plays the like Neophyte, she could go like Neophyte, Shadow Step, Neophyte, and that would make it difficult. So yeah, Arbor Up comes down, all face. I don't see a way out. The rogue cannot heal. All right, there's something. There's Prize Plunderer.
Yeah, we could. Man.
It's just you just can't play Prize Plunderer like enough times, right?
No, you might be able to play prize enough to clear the 4/3s, like the two of them. Blinger. There's no way you clear this entire board is the issue, right?
Quiet.
He's gonna go for an early. He's gonna go for this early, see if he can draw anything. Draws Octobot.
Octo. Does Octo change anything?
No, it doesn't.
I'm just thinking of discounts in the hand.
Yeah,
now.
you're right. I don't.
But I don't think it does. You're right. Swindle. Yeah, I mean, I think Ron might find lethal here if we see a dagger up.
He's gonna give Isocles the honors. It looks like.
Yeah, gonna. Ah, there it is. Wow.
Token Druid just kind of did nutty things a couple of times.
My goodness, yeah. I mean, the both of them really like. I mean, Ron's Hunter came out swinging up 2-0, and I don't know if Isocles. We'll have to see if we'll ask him, but that was insane.
Yeah.
Very well on Isocles for getting that reverse sweep, and well done on Ron. I mean, he had him on the ropes with that. What I'm assuming was an unprecedented bring. I don't know if the spell damage mage is as good anymore. But I mean, he also missed his Incanter's flows, and he definitely had the card draw and the chances. But that's just unfortunately the thing about mage is or token druid. It just makes boards.
People.
Oh wow. Both
Hello.
the goons.
Hello, gentlemen.
So, funny story. Ron and I were talking yesterday and basically preparing our hero lineups together. And Ron literally said, I should ban your druid because it's always your druid that screws me over. And I was like, nah, it's fine. He's like, yeah.
You guys hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
And so that's what happened.
I mean, yeah, reverse sweep, man. Congratulations. That was insane.
I was not expecting that hunter, and I would like Ron to talk about that hunter because that is a hunter.
That was my first question to you was, were you expecting the Monsanto hunter? And I guess, Ron, what was the the inspiration behind the Monsanto hunter?
You know, the funniest thing is I geared up all 3 of these decks specifically to beat the druid, which scared me the most. All of these decks were targeting token druid as much as I could with the lineup that after I had seen that he had druid. But yeah, it did not work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super tight there. I mean, you had pretty much everything you could have asked for in the mage one too. I think you got double shooting
in the bottom
stars.
10. Like Roz is
was
literally the card that wins the game, and he was in the bottom third of the deck, so you don't win. Well, when Isocles does the insane turn that he did. I had to have Prime like pull a flame strike, and Prime just hard whiffed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely was holding my breath the entire time that Prime was getting because it was a little scary. You never know what kind of shenanigans it's going to pull off. I guess there's no more Yogg-Box, so maybe not quite as who knows. But
Yeah, I
Right.
don't even think if the combustion hit the 4-1 that the fireball hit, it would have been enough to turn it after the with the Arbor Up still in hand. I think it was still fine, regardless of the. I mean, there's a lot of Cone of Colds. There's so many more freezing that could have been coming out of that prime, but yeah, just kind of bricked for you there, Ron. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it was kind of sad. Isocles had to have like pretty much exactly the power follow up in the Hunter vs Druid game when I found the Samuro. I'm like, okay, like I'm lined up to clear, but then he had it, and I'm like, okay, that's too
Yeah.
bad. Hunter's not gonna get the sweep. Well, Mage is supposed to beat this Druid. I just have to find Raz. Okay, didn't find Raz. Okay, he had a nutty turn. All right, well maybe Rogue can get there.
Turn
Oh
one
no, he went
happened.
off on turn 1 and never looked back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you enjoy the
Or turn
bananas,
2.
Ron? I thought that was a nice touch.
The bananas. So
Yeah. I do love some bananas, but oh my god, the 5/5 hitting the board was just so devastating at that point.
So Icicles, take us through that turn because you had that chance that you could have just Pride's Fury as well, or instead of the Mukla. What was your thought process that turn? Was it literally Ron likes bananas?
No, it was just a better follow up the next turn to play the 1/1 and the Pride's Fury after.
Right.
Even giving him the bananas, he didn't have anything on the board, so it wasn't going to be impactful. And having the 5/5 was, as everyone said, a big threat that it's going to be difficult to deal with because he wasn't going to be able to afford. If he had picked the 5-mana golem, that's coming down turn later. So that was I felt that was my best board development to do it that way, to put more stuff on the board so that I can buff more stuff the next turn and have a nice usage of mana going into that turn with the extra 1/1 with the Prize Fury.
Yeah, that was the two lines that we differentiated, I suppose, when the Mukla hit that. Your turn 5 plays were a little bit awkward, so the Pride's Fury with the 1/1 coming down was the biggest board, as well as the most buff you could have done. So yeah, no, I mean, well played, definitely, Ron. You had him on the ropes, a 2-0 with that Hunter. I think it was the spicy bring and put him on the back heels. But Isocles, congratulations, man. I mean, a little personal for us, obviously, being your teammate and everything. But really well played match, guys. That was very entertaining and awesome to see.
That's what we're here for, is to entertain the masses.
I mean, you're the man of the people, right? So.
Yeah,
Hey, it's true. Hey, we gave you guys the game 5. That's all you can ask
you did,
for.
yeah.
Let's
I
not
think
talk
very
about
Let's
well
Yeah.
not
played.
talk about the
Yeah.
game 5.
Fish got really excited and you'll
I
have to
ruined-
watch back the game 5.
He doesn't have to watch it back.
You should
but I-
100% watching it
you
back.
should definitely watch it back and I think if Fish
God
could have
damn it.
jumped up and down on his bed, he would have. It was a pain trying to get game 5 out, but we got there.
I screwed it up the first time, so I wanted Corden to do it, and he's
Yeah.
just like, "No, you do it."
Yeah, baton was passed, and then it got dropped, and then it got picked up again, and then it finalized to work.
Literally during the turn 1 insane play, Isocles is
turn
doing
one,
game
Isaac-
5. We're trying
I
to
want-
get.
I saw the Gibberling palms like, we're really doing game 5 when this Gibberling play's happening.
Boring gibberling. Boring gibberling.
It was.
I looked at it, I was like, oh, I don't think Ron can win this game without some miraculous draws right now. Rogue is just not good against wide boards.
I mean, at the end, I was digging for Broom. I just couldn't
You
find
were.
it.
You
Yeah.
did have Broom. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, it's trying to find the outs there was a bit difficult, but Rogue can sometimes just hit it with the Octo and doing some silly brain freeze, pilfer turns just to be able to clear the board right off and essentially make a board yourself. So
Yeah, I mean, I need Neophyte in the opener, but I thought maybe it was worth the risk keeping Kazakis with Flinger and Brain Freeze to try to deal with some kind of early board, but Isocles kind of went nuts with this massive Gibber board immediately, and I'm like, oh crap. It's gonna be one of those games. But that's why I was afraid of Token Druid and why I teched so hard for it. It didn't matter, it still won.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Token Druid I think is just that deck that like when it hits, it's near impossible to beat, and when it whiffs, man, is it hard to win a game.
Yeah, it's definitely a comfort deck for me. So I'm glad it worked out tonight.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again, Isocles and Ron. I mean, GG's, man. You took him to the edge there. So,
Yeah.
definitely well played by both you guys.
It was always it's always great to see you guys play because it seems to always go game 5. There's probably one or two instances it went shorter, but
Did you guys
He
play
led
last
with
season?
Druid. See, it's nice when he doesn't lead Druid. It's an 0-6 against Isocles when
See?
he plays as Druid.
Yeah,
It's
Saving the
not
best for
cool. I don't
last.
like it.
saving the
that?
best for last.
slept on Token or on some Druid. I think it was
Yeah.
It was John Bray's Druid last
John
time.
Bay's Druid.
John Bray,
Yeah.
Yep.
We were talking about that last night too. I was scouring John Bray's Twitter to see if he had come up with some new deck I could bring. Unfortunately, there was nothing, so I had to do it myself.
Ah,
So now, Isocles, I gotta cross my fingers that Cordons stays at the 5, so I get to see him in Hero.
Yeah.
Next
Apparently, I either Yellow Dart and I both need to win, which would obviously be the best outcome for our team. Sorry, Ron. Or I need to lose and Dart needs to win, or we both need to lose. Dart can't lose and I can't win, essentially. And Saku and I get to rumble next week.
That'll
Oh,
be fun.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. We
So
can.
Ron, I
we
need
can
that
find
hunter
it.
list, and
Find a
Isocles, I'll
time.
take that
we can,
Druid
we
list.
can find a time for that
I'll
on
take
stream, hopefully.
The guy takes the hunter and the druid list.
I'll DM you the hunter list, Saku. Don't worry.
But I'm already on Donkey. I've already got the list. You're
Oh.
way behind. I'm playing a game right now.
I'm bringing Death Rattle, Demon Hunter. We're good.
Stop that. It'll definitely sweep me for sure.
But thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Terrific match. I hope
Yeah,
to
thanks
get
for
you guys
casting.
back on
Thanks for having
stream
us on.
again.
Glad it worked out. It was a little bit of a crazy day here, but we got it set up. So
Yeah, snuck it in, so perfect.
Yeah, always a pleasure,
Great.
guys.
Thanks, man.
Yep. Have a great night.
night.
Wow. Fun and excitement. As it always is on Fridays.
Yeah.
Now we just gotta work on Saturday. So anybody is, I don't know if Feast has got any matches
Oh,
lined up for.
Fish. Yes, we are good to go, bud.
We have a 10 p.m. match, Corin versus Roadrunner,
What?
for Salty Saturday. So we're still looking for a 9 p.m. or I guess an 11 p.m. I would prefer it to be a 9 p.m. match, but we'll see how things go. We have at least the one, so that's good.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. It will be just like we saw. It'll be I'm Dad Legend and Roadrunner is wherever you may roam, wherever we may
Wherever
roam. I may roam.
I may roam, yeah.
Whatever that Metallica song is.
Yeah.
So yeah, a little bit of implications there. So we'll have to see. I think the rest of the matches aren't being played till a little later. So yeah, no. Wicked.
And Sunday we're bringing. I don't know if there's any day games, but at night we got our hat versus NHL Jersey fan Marty B. So that, and for Pro Series I think it is. So it's Aeon and F2L. Pretty sure it's F2L.
Yeah, F2L Scarlet.
Or
And
Red.
BGs as well. So,
yeah, exactly.
And
BG's at
Cyclops.
9.
yeah, and closing out the week 1. So see where everything settles and who the early front runner is.
Should be exciting. So stay tuned, guys. And on behalf of the casters tonight, we want to thank you again for joining tomorrow night.
See
care,
you
everybody.
then.
Stay safe.